from us. We're going to get some different movement. And so as a defense, hey, if I'm responsible for this A gap, I have to be in that A gap no matter what. Can't get balled by the eye candy. Can't get balled if I'm a quarterback read guy. If the dive is handed off or we think it's handed off, that's not my responsibility. I have to trust my keys, trust my reads, and then, oh, by the way, show up and make the tackle.
Offensively, what can you do against this team? They do give up points. It's not a total big amount, 28. They yield about 369 yards. I don't think they're quite as athletic, certainly not like we saw with South Florida.
But you know what? They play complementary football, and they know what they're going to do. They're going to play some more zone coverage and try to keep us in front of the sticks, and they're going to try to play sound. They just like their offense, they're in the positions where they need to be at all times. And that's kind of how they've played good team defense, finding ways. And they've got a variety of different guys that can do so. So we got to get the run game back on track and then find a way to hit some explosives here or there. And for us to be efficient on offense, it's just getting those sticks moving every time.
I wonder if they'll throw anything different because they have not been a blitz team, but neither was USF till last week.
Yeah, we are seeing the exact opposite from every defense possible, right? USF, as I even mentioned on the postgame radio, they were predominantly a four-down team and really very, very, very little blitz, and then they play us and they decide to play in three-down and blitz the heck out of us. So I'm sure there's going to be something unusual per usual, and we've got to expect the unexpected, as I continue to tell those guys. Don't want to slow them down with paralysis by analysis. A lot of rhymes I'm going on right now. Yeah. Well, so good. Stay with me, fans. And but, look, go out there and play clean, play fast, and trust our training.
We'll start calling you the rhyming coach. All right, so we know discipline on defense, get the run game going on offense. What other specific keys?
Yeah, those are the main keys to victory. You're facing that triple option offense. They've only turned the ball over 4 times. So if we can get a takeaway, that will be massive in this game. We talked about offensively playing efficient, keeping those sticks moving. And then I think this game, right, if all things are equal, let's go out there and find ways to be explosive on special teams and truly win that battle. You guys have heard me talking about, hey, go out there and compete on special teams. Let's go win and find a way to dominate that. And that third of the game will give us the best opportunity when it's all said and done, depending on what happens on the other 2 phases to win this football game.
All right, Coach, best of luck. We'll talk to you in the postgame.
Thanks so much. Go Tigers.
That is Ryan Silverfield. The rest of the pregame show emanates from Memphis. Jeff Brightwell is coming your way in a matter of moments right here on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
This is Dave Miloshin, the voice of the Tigers. How do you hedge against the rising cost of funerals? By locking in today's prices and peace of mind at Memphis Funeral Home. Dignity Memorial Professionals will help you choose exactly what you want without limitations. It's a lasting gift your family will appreciate later. Choose traditional, contemporary, or anything in between, and your investment is safe at Memphis Funeral Home. It's the most trusted name in Memphis since 1931. 2 locations to serve you: 5599 Poplar in East Memphis and 3700 North Germantown Road in Parkland. Proud partners of the University of Memphis Athletics.
Since 1958, the Highland 100 has been the driving force behind Memphis Tiger football. As the official booster club, we're dedicated to raising awareness, generating support, and funding the future of our team. Whether it's game day energy, scholarships, or program enhancements, the Highland 100 stands strong for our Tigers. Join us today and be part of a tradition more than 6 decades strong, because together we make Memphis football roar. Visit highland100.org to learn more.
Throw a flag before ants, termites, and other pests invade your home by calling Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system protect your home from unwanted pests and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. Make the right call and call the South's most trusted name in pest control for a free inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Hey golfers, have you heard of Timber Trust Golf Course in Olive Branch? Imagine if the PGA grabbed a couple of 6-packs and some friends from college and had a let-loose weekend in Mississippi. Then you might get close to what Timber Trust Golf Course is all about. This 180-acre golf course features Bermuda greens, lush fairways, GPS-enabled golf carts, and an all-new clubhouse with an outdoor lounge, making this a great spot to enjoy the perfect day of golf. Visit timbertrustgolf.com and book your tee time today.
The guaranteed best fans in football deserve the guaranteed best prices on kitchens, baths, floors, doors, and more. Tiger fans, visit your 100% employee-owned home outlet today for the largest selection of in-stock kitchens, waterproof vinyl plank, and bath vanities, plus accurate and timely free kitchen planning and project estimates. Unleash big savings with the team at Home Outlet of Memphis today, located at 4500 Summer Avenue. Shop online for in-store pickup at homeoutlet.com. Go Tigers, go!
At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, we perform an 18-point maintenance check with every oil change to help make sure you're good to go.
And?
Yeah, you're good to go.
Wonder why the dealership isn't that easy.
Well, we'd let you know if we found something in our check.
Oh, great. That was easy.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Quick, thorough, and honest. Come with no charge.
Well, we kick it off at 6:06 tonight down in Houston against the Rice Owls of the Memphis Tigers. The guaranteed best fans in football deserve the guaranteed best prices on kitchen, baths, floors, doors, and more. Unleash big savings at your employee-owned Barton's Home Outlet, 4500 Summer Avenue, and the largest selection of in-stock kitchens, waterproof vinyl plank, and bath vanities. That's Barton's Home Outlet. Well, we step away from the football field to the soccer pitch again, as again we mentioned, as Brooks Monaghan's number 3 Memphis Tigers start out conference tournament play on Monday night at 6:30 against ECU in the 1-versus-8 game. And this week, Brooks Monaghan's team became the only undefeated team in college soccer.
Yeah, I heard that stat last night. Obviously, big upset with Pittsburgh beating Notre Dame, but I didn't realize it was just us and Notre Dame. So it's pretty cool. Very pleased for the girls, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, I look at it kind of one season down, now on to the next, right? Super proud of how we did, how we performed in the first part of the season. Now, you know, moving into conference tournament, our goal is to win, right? And it's one game at a time. It's not easy to play, you know, somebody twice. It's not easy to ever beat somebody twice. Obviously, we play East Carolina. We know it's going to be a very tough game. And, you know, just looking forward to getting back out on the field and compete.
Big difference going through the regular season, now conference tournament play. If you lose, you're out of the conference tournament, even though Memphis will still get an at-large to the NCAA tournament. Brooks Monaghan earlier today talked about the difference between prepping for a regular season game and then postseason play.
There's different levels to that. You know, conference tournament, a lot of people are playing for their life, you know, and it's their last game. And sometimes that works in a team's favor. Sometimes it's a disadvantage, right? Because of playing tight and whatnot. Obviously, we've put ourselves in a really good position that, you know, no matter what happens in this conference tournament, there will be another game. But you know, it's win or go home kind of mentality for the most part. But it's for us, to be honest, though, it's I don't think it changes much. For us, it's just really been about focusing on the next game, and that's going to be my message to the team. It's another game, right? It's the biggest game of the year, and we've said that all year long, and I feel like the girls have responded pretty well with that.
Brooks Monaghan's team is the youngest in school history with 26 freshmen and sophomores, just 1 senior and 2 juniors, and with a few veterans like Favi Dubé, the lone senior, and juniors Ashley Henderson on the team. You've got the best defender in the league and one of the best in the country, and Finley Lavin. Who are the Tigers going to lean on the team in postseason play?
We are young. Everybody knows that. But, you know, at the end of the day, we kind of, you can't really say that because where we are in the season, because we've had so much experience. So it's not necessarily just leaning. I would have said we would have needed to lean on somebody early on, but now I don't feel like we've just got to lean on this kid, you know, or lean on Ash and Finley. I think, you know, we're to a point where we need to lean on each other, right? Not just individuals.
Well, it ended up that the Tigers did not play a Thursday night game. That was their last bye date of the week. So Memphis, being the number 1 seed, also gets extra rest going into the conference tournament. They can play in your favor. They can play against you. Brooks Monaghan address the extra rest.
I think so. You know, sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. I think for where we were with our team, we've had some kids that have been, you know, had some knocks and bruises. So it was a good week for us to kind of take it easy, have a little bit of fun, hopefully get our legs back. So I think for us, it was a good thing. Sometimes, like I said, having that time off, is tough. So, but for this team, I think it was a good thing for us.
And again, Brooks Monaghan's number 3 Memphis women's soccer team opens up conference tournament play Monday night at 6:30 against ECU. It's football season, Tiger fans. Nothing goes better with football than Papa John's Pizza, locally owned and operated and serving Tiger Nation's priority number 1. Visit the website at papajohns.com or download the Papa John's app to see the menu specials and learn more about Papa Rewards. That's Papa John's, proud supporter of Tiger football. We'll take a look at the schedule coming up tomorrow and a few scores when we come back and wrap it up on the Tiger Sports Network pregame show. That comes your way next on the First Horizon Tiger Network from Learfield.
Memphis Tiger fans, we all know the good that recycling does for Memphis and its environment. But a few simple mistakes can mean the difference between recycling right and wasting recycling efforts. Putting plastic bags in your gray carts, for example, can send tons of good recycling to the landfill. So don't let our efforts go to waste. Learn to recycle right, Memphis. And remember, go Tigers go. Brought to you by the City of Memphis Solid Waste Division.
Hey Tigers fans, looking to expand your retail brand? Just across the bridge from Memphis, Marion, Arkansas is booming with opportunity. High traffic, strong demographics, and over $137 million in retail demand waiting to be met. We're recruiting restaurants, retailers, and franchises ready to grow in a market that's hungry for more. Stay smart, grow strong, stay local. Build your next location in Marion, where Memphis meets momentum. Learn more at marionar.org.
The Memphis Fire Department and the University of Memphis working together to help you find your fire. With an education from the University of Memphis and a career with the Memphis Fire Department, your future is red hot. Benefits include competitive pay, vacation, health insurance, and retirement security. Visit joinmemphisfire.com for your opportunity to join the brave men and women of the Memphis Fire Department and find your fire. Go Tigers!
The Coach Ryan Silverfield radio show will be live from Brookhaven Pub and Grill this season on Monday nights at 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air breaking down upcoming matchups and providing you with the most up-to-date news about your Memphis Tiger football program. Brookhaven Pub and Grill is located at 695 West Brookhaven Circle in the heart of East Memphis. Brookhaven Pub and Grill offers great food and drink specials, and it's the perfect place to cheer on your Tigers all season long. For more information, visit brookhavenpubandgrill.com.
Looking for a financial partner that plays for your team? Join Southern Security Credit Union, where you are the MVP. With low loan rates, checking with no monthly fees, and mobile banking that keeps you in control, Southern Security helps you score big with your money. Whether you're saving for a goal or planning for your next big play, we've got your back every step of the way. To learn how you can join the Southern Security team, call 901-452-7900 or visit southernsecurity.org. Southern Security is a proud supporter of University of Memphis Athletics and 901 Women and is federally insured by the NCAA. Southern Security Credit Union, your home team credit union.
I'm on Deadman's Bend at midnight when my gas light pops on. I see a gas station ahead. Just my luck. Or is it? I walk in. The attendant lifts a bony finger towards me and croaks, "You want a Halloween jumbo bucks?" I whisper terrified, "No." And as I leave, he asks the lady behind me. She says, "Okay." And then, "She wants $75,000.
Scare up some cash with the Halloween Jumbo Bucks instant game. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing, head-raising fun. Please play responsibly.
We kick it off in just under 10 minutes between Memphis and Rice. Don't forget Brookhaven Pub and Grill, the proud home of the Ryan Silverfield radio show. It returns this Monday night. However, being a Friday night game, that means we'll have some guests out at Brookhaven Pub and Grill. The coach and the team will be practicing Monday night. So, again, we'll line up some guests for you to talk about Tiger football and what's going on around the university. So come on out Monday night, 7 o'clock at Brookhaven Pub and Grill.com. That is where you can find more information. Again, a little less than 10 minutes away from opening kickoff. And again, a little bit of change of pace that we have seen this year. A lot of high-tempo teams. Rice will slow it down. Offensive coordinator Tim Cramsey talked about it.
No, it doesn't affect you. What we preach is drive efficiency. It's something that, again, like I said, I've grown into in my older age of drive efficiency. So we got to be really good when we have the ball and being productive. Obviously, what happens within the drive is important, but the way you bounce back from a mistake and everything, that's how you grade yourself on drive efficiency. So we got to be really good drive efficiency. When you play teams like this, you got to get a fast start. You got to get a lead on them and see how long they want to stay in their style of game plan. When you play these guys, you play the triple option, you play the Navy, you play the Armies, they become a different team when you get a quick lead on them.
Again, Josh Rivera joining us tonight with Russell Copeland at being out. He hosts the Countdown to Kickoff that you hear right before the TSN pregame show. And Josh, your thoughts offensively tonight for the Memphis Tigers?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to want to start with a statement. I was talking to Jarvis. Of course, Memphis has a tendency to be a second-half team. We saw that against Arkansas, having to climb back up. And then, of course, scoring 17 points and holding South Florida to 0. That's in the fourth quarter. That's not a guarantee no matter how you start the first half. So you want to make sure that first half is strong. I would say make a statement. Go on and start scoring, running the ball efficiently, and not have to play catch-up heading to the third and fourth quarter.
Meanwhile, Jordan Hankins, defensive coordinator, talked about the challenge against the Owls.
Everything, same thing, time of possession. It's our job to get stops and all that stuff, and you're playing an offense that doesn't want to give them up, and it's not, and they've, obviously they've had some explosive plays. Their offense has gotten better throughout the season, that especially being a new coach and new players getting comfortable in the system and things like that. So it is going to be a physical, hard-fought game that we're going to have to, it's our job to get stops. That's what we got to do.
As he talked about getting the challenge, will be keeping them at second and third and long and getting them off the field. Again, they are much like Navy when you've played Navy in the past. If you let them get going and their offense begins moving, it'll be slow, it'll be methodical. It will limit the amount of possessions your offense can have. So first downs will be huge tonight for the Tiger defense to put them in second and third long situations.
Yeah, and I think this also speaks to the strength of the conference. I mean, you have teams like Navy, North Texas, South Florida, and even Rice, even though they have a 4-4 record. I mean, these teams in our conference, you don't want to meddle around and play with your food. So, yes, you got to stop Rice. You got to make sure that you win those third downs, win those second downs, and be sure to, when you get the ball back, make an opportunity. And also have fun, because Memphis has an opportunity to continue on this incredible season so far and potentially, get one step closer to the conference championship.
Tiger football brought to you by Yamansky Auto Group. No matter what kind of car you're looking for, you're sure to find something you love at one of the Memphis area Yamansky dealerships. Wolf Chase Hyundai, Genesis of Wolf Chase, Lincoln of Memphis, and Acura of Memphis. They've got the car of your dreams. Yamansky Auto Group's mission is to deliver world-class customer service, offer a luxury experience, and provide support and leadership in the Memphis community. We are nearing the top of the hour. We need to let our affiliates along the network have an opportunity to identify themselves. So let's pause 10 seconds for station ID as you listen to Tiger Football. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Conway Services. For all your heating, cooling, plumbing, electrical needs, call Conway Services, a name you can trust, proud supporters of Tiger football. Josh and I will be back at the half of tonight's game. We'll take a look at the first half numbers, update you on what's going on around college football, as well as the schedule coming up tomorrow in the American and the top 25 postgame. We'll originate from the studio where Josh and I will break down tonight's game. We'll take your text and your calls. In the postgame, we'll hear from the head coach, Ryan Silverfield, and a couple of players. In the meantime, we take our final time out. When we come back, David Lotion, Jarvis Square, and Greg Gaston take you through the first half. The Memphis Tigers and the Rice Owls on the First Horizon Tiger Radio Network.
We say yes to growth. We say yes to environmental conservation. We say yes to new business. We say yes to neighborhood improvement. We say yes to lifelong learning.
We say
yes to Memphis. Join us today and apply now at www.memphistn.gov/careers.
Tiger fans, Chuck Hutton Toyota and Chuck Hutton Chevrolet are proud partners of your Memphis Tigers and are ready to help you find the vehicle of your dreams this season. Visit Chuck Hutton Toyota at 55 and Shelby Drive or visit ChuckHuttonToyota.com for amazing savings on Toyotas like the all-new RAV4, Highlander, Tacoma, and more. Find Chuck Hutton Chevrolet at 240 in Mount Moriah or online at ChuckHuttonChevrolet.com, where they're ready to put you in a new Tahoe, Blazer, or Silverado. All you have to do is stop and see for yourself today. And remember, go Tigers, go!
The Tennessee Highway Patrol is looking for community-oriented individuals with a passion for helping people to help fill several positions within the Memphis district. We offer an excellent benefit package with salaries starting at $66,960 a year, plus an extra $10,000 if assigned to Shelby County. Your patrol vehicle and equipment are furnished, tuition discount for employees, and much more. Apply now and learn more about our mission to serve, secure, and protect the people of Tennessee. Applications are now open, so don't wait. Follow us on social media or visit jointhp.com.
Hey Tigers fans, Coach Silverfield here. I want to talk to you about a major challenge off the field. Did you know there are over 88 million pieces of litter on our roadways at any given time? Last year alone, TDOT spent more than $35 million cleaning it up. But they can't do it alone. Join thousands of Tennesseans in being part of the solution to end littering. Visit NobodyTrashesTennessee.com to learn how you can help. Let's show our Memphis pride and prove we're champions, not just on the field, but in protecting our beautiful state.
Tempted to decorate for the holidays early? We like your style. Right now at Kohl's, save 20% on decor, hosting essentials, and more. Plus, get $10 off $50 spent. So go ahead, hang up that wreath, swap out those couch pillows for ones with snowflakes. And while others are panic shopping later, you'll already be cozied up feeling pretty great about these early Kohl's deals. Select styles, offers end November 2nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
What if, instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you could choose one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon, with big bank reliability and small bank resolve. You get 160 years of financial strength and stability and an enduring commitment to personal service. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank. Visit firsthorizon.com/getitall.
It's game time.
You're going to do it the right way at all times.
To the 2, to the 1, touchdown! One of the most emphatic, my will is better than yours touchdown.
We wear 901 on our sleeves and on our heart.
He's sacked for the 4th time today. Into the end zone, intercepted, 10-5, touchdown. Man, what a play. Incomplete. The Tigers pull it off here in Tallahassee. How about that?
Go Tigers, go.
The opening kickoff is presented by Chick-fil-A. Download the Chick-fil-A app, where you can earn points with every purchase and redeem for a reward of your choosing. Here's the opening kickoff with the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin.
Back to historic Rice Stadium. We get set for the Chick-fil-A kickoff, presented by the good folks at Chick-fil-A. Download that Chick-fil-A app today. The Tigers lost the toss.
Yeah, that's happened this year, so you know what that means.
They've only won like 2 all year. This being game number 9.
I think they've won every game that they've lost the toss, right?
They have.
And so that's a good thing.
That is a good thing, and it was the Tigers are going to be, I believe, kicking it off to Rice. They took the football, so the Tigers will get it in the second half. The Tigers in white, navy blue, through and through by the Rice Owls. So it will be Gianni Spedic, right to left on your radio dial. He will kick it off. The deep man will be Quentin Jackson. He is the guy that averages over 100 yards all-purpose. He's a speedster, and their best receiver, Drayden Dickman, will be the short man. Not much of a wind and not much of a crowd. How many folks you think here?
I think there might be more Tiger fans here than there are us, literally. There might be just a couple more Rice fans than Tiger fans here. So shout out to the Tiger fans that made the trip from Memphis, and shout out to the Memphis Tiger women's soccer team, rated 3rd in the nation in every poll, one of only 2 undefeated teams. The Tigers, along with Notre Dame, got the conference tournament coming up. They won the league, and we'll see what they do in the tournament and see where they go in the NCAA. Congratulations.
That is soccer. Here comes the 25th ranked Tigers, all set. Spedic is waiting for ESPN to come back from a sideline break, and then we will get it going. There is not, what do you think, 1,500 people here?
Generous. I don't know. There might be 500-600 Tiger fans here. So
here is the Spedic run up, and here's the Chick-fil-A kickoff, end over end. Jackson backs up 3 feet into the end zone. It comes down in the Owls, about 7 yards deep out of the end zone. Spedic has done it again. That's 38 kicks. 57 kicks and 38 touchbacks. He's yet to kick one out of bounds. And when when he does kick it inbounds, they don't advance it. Memphis has had a 4-yard advantage on starting lines.
Yeah, coverage has been excellent on special teams this year. Shout out to the Tiger coverage teams. They've done a great job. And now we'll see what the defense does. Forget about UAB, because that was the last team to run, take the ball first possession, go down the field and score.
So this is a spread look, and they give the ball to Quentin Jackson right up the middle, and he finds a little seam. It gets to the 30-yard line, maybe the 31, so that'll be a pickup of 6. And the middle linebacker, who is the number 1 tackler on the team at 13 tackles in the game against USF, Sam Brumfield, makes the stop.
Well, we already see they get a good push out of the offensive line to open up a crease for a little Quentin Jackson. I say little because he's only about 167 pounds, but he runs hard to go in the hole.
It is a pistol look with Jackson behind. The slot receiver comes back to be wing. They give it to Jackson again, and he gets 2 yards and then goes backwards. He got smashed by Puda Walker and Sam Brumfield. He picked up 1. It'll be 3rd and 3 from the 33.
Yeah, did he pick up a yard? He barely picked up a yard there. I mean, he took 1 step across the line of scrimmage and then just got smacked. And that's what you want to see out of this Tiger defense, especially the front wall, the forward wall of the defense. They've got to beat their blocks and get after these running backs.
So we saw the spread look. Now comes the tight look, and now they go from the tight look back to a spread, a pistol look again. 6 in the box for the U of M. Hardiman goes in motion. They fake it. They throw underneath, and a great open field tackle for loss as they tossed it to Drayden Dickman, the DZ receiver who was trying to go on a jet sweep, and Drew Watts read it perfectly. That'll be a loss of 1. It's going to be 4th and 4.5. And the Owls are going to have to punt the ball away. Alex Bacchetta, who is a Ray Guy nominee, he's got 12 50-yard punts, averaging over 45. Along a 64 is going to punt it to Sutton Smith, standing at the Tiger 25.
Now, that was just great pursuit by the Tiger defense there. Tried to fake a pass, fake a run, then threw a little pass. Got it out there, and total annihilation by the defense.
Here is the snap at a high punt. And it's fielded by Sutton Smith at the 31. Here's a flag because he got run into before he made the fair catch by one of the special teamers from Rice. This is going to be an interference call, even though he made it. So it's at the 31 at the moment. There will be a walk-off here.
Are they going to do?
Here's the referee, Matt Overton. He's going to let us know.
Kicking team, 15-yard penalty from the spot. First down.
So that's 15 yards. That'll get it to the 46-yard line. That was a 38-yard punt. A fair catch, which becomes plus 15. How about that?
You talk about starting out great field position. Great start by the Tiger defense, going 3 and out, getting the Rice Owls off the field, and then setting up their Tiger offense with excellent field position to start the game with that interference against their kicking team.
So offensive coordinator Tim Cramsey said they would be aggressive early. They want to get the Owls in a hole early. DeWosier will start to the right of the quarterback. Here's the snap to Lewis. Backs up. He's got room. Throws to DeWosier on the right side. Makes a man miss. 50, 40. Still down the sideline. Inside the 40-yard line. And out of bounds about the... they're going to say stepped out of bounds at the 42. It's a first down, though. It is a pickup of 12 yards, and there's a nice double-digit play to begin the game.
Greg DeWosier was open early, just a little circle route coming out of the backfield in the flat. Belu goes to him late, and that speed, he juked the linebacker. Speed got him the first down.
Adcock is the H-back on the right side. Kluse is over there as well. Here's the snap. It's a give to DeWosier. Can't get outside. He got met in the backfield. He's going to lose a yard. Back at the 43. That was a good read by the defense there. Coming up in a hurry was Davion Hook. He is the guy that blitzes a lot, so he read that. He's the free safety. Made a good play. Tigers were quickly second down and 11. 2 right, 1 to the left side. It's Braham, and he's got man-to-man coverage. Here's the snap. Lewis, quarterback draw, takes off, gets to the outside, trying to get to the 40. He gets held right at the line of the scrimmage. That was excellent defense that time by Marcus Williams. So the 2 safeties have come in and made stops. No gain. It'll be 3rd down and 11 for the Memphis Tigers.
Belu slipped a couple of times on that play. He slipped on his drop back, and then he slipped again trying to make a cut near the line of scrimmage. I'm not going to blame the turf for it. He just couldn't keep his feet.
2 left, 1 right, and before there is a snap, we got a pre-snap penalty.
Illegal snap. Offense, number 52. 5-yard penalty. It's third down.
Yeah, that's the second time in 2 weeks the redshirt senior from Dallas, transferred from Colorado, Yakiri Walker, makes a mistake like that, moves the football prematurely. Now it'll be third down and 11. Back near the 48-yard line in Owl territory. Lewis in a shotgun. DeWosier to his right, 2 left, 1 right. 5 are coming for the Owls. Here's the snap. Lewis under pressure, throws over the middle. He's got a man for a catch and a first down. 30. Up the middle, 20. And down to the 18-yard line. Guess who? Cortez Braham, his 37th catch of the year. That's going to take him over 600 yards on the year. Good for a 30-yard pickup and a first down inside the AutoZone red zone, all the way down to the 16.
And great pickup by Greg DeWosier, blocking the defensive end to keep him off Belu, to give him time to complete that pass.
Sutton Smith in. They're actually going to put it down at the 18-yard line. They send a man in motion. They run Lewis to the left. He's going to keep. He makes a man miss at the 15, 10, 5, and he makes a cut into the end zone. Touchdown Tigers. That one's good for 18. 6-0 U of M. 1 possession and a Wolf Chase Toyota Tiger touchdown.
Yeah, Brandon Lewis, you don't worry about that ankle after that run. He shook off. He ran over someone, first of all, after the fake little pass in the flat, and then he did a spin move, a nice pirouette to get out of another tackle, and he goes into the end zone standing up, and that's some power for your quarterback, a 6'3", 226-pounder. Brendan Lewis crosses the double strike.
He just ran over the free safety, Jack Kane, who was hurt last week, didn't play. Here's the extra point on for Spedick. He's perfect on the year. That perfection continues, and the U of M, 5 plays, 54 yards, 2:28 off the clock. Lewis with an 18-yard scamper for his 8th rushing touchdown this year, and the Tigers have the early lead in Houston by a score of 7-0. It'll be Rice's turn when we come back right here in Houston on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
What if, instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you could choose one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon, with big bank reliability and small bank resolve. You get 160 years of financial strength and stability and an enduring commitment to personal service. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank. Visit firsthorizon.com/getitall.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our low prices. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Happy Halloween from all of us at Learfield. Dave Voloshin, Jarvis Greer, third member of the broadcast team, is Greg Gaston. He's down on the field, which is a different type of a field. It's this Provid turf. You thought, Jarvis, maybe that made Brandon Lewis slip. He didn't slip on that last one. That's for certain. Greg Gaston, what do you think?
Yeah, they call it Pivot Performance Turf. It's something new. It's a hybrid with the help of ExxonMobil creating this. And I can tell you one thing. It's squishy. It is soft. It's the softest turf I've ever walked on. Before the game, I asked one of the coaches about the turf, and they said, listen, we're wearing cleats, and I know they wear cleats, but we probably need to wear turf shoes. Because, again, this is something they have never stepped on before. So far, we saw a couple of slips, as Jarbo pointed out, with Brendan Lewis, although he kept his footing very nicely on the touchdown run. We'll see how this goes. They could always change into the turf shoes at halftime. Great first drive for Memphis, but it is something completely different that you have to get used to.
Well, what is great is if they do have the shoes to change into. I remember doing a game up at Army, Mikey Stadium, these many years ago, that it was nice and the field was dry in the first half. Second half, it snowed. Army changed changed cleats at halftime. The Tigers didn't have another pair of cleats to change into and got run over in the second half. They were slipping and sliding all over the field like they were on skates, and Army took advantage of it.
Don't worry, it's not going to snow. I promise you.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're in Houston. Although I think the weather here is about the same as it is in Memphis.
Just so you know, Lewis 2 for 2 on that drive passing, 42 yards. He's now gone over 7,000 yards with career passing, and
that would include Colorado and Nevada.
He just got his 8th touchdown of the year. That takes the lead away from Sutton Smith to Ozier and Bram. They all have 7. That's how balanced the scoring has been.
And the Tigers are among the nation's leaders in rushing touchdowns. That includes every school in Division 1A, Ohio State, every team you could think of. The Tigers are right up there at the top with them.
There is Spetic, his second kickoff of the game. The first one 7 yards deep into the end zone. Not a whole lot of wind. Here's another one, and over end, and that one comes down right at the back line of the end zone and out. Spetic is in a groove.
Yeah, he's been kicking very, very well, and I'd like to say, I haven't said it this year, but he's pretty good at it. So
I've been so proud of you up till now. It took 9 games. My goodness.
Well, you got to give the man props while he's here. You got to give them their flowers while they can still smell them. And Gianni Spetic, G, is doing his job, as is the entire Tiger Special Teams unit.
So the Owls had to kick it away on their first possession. 10:35 left to go, and here is a straight handoff. Again, it's Quentin Jackson. He's going to try the left side. He's got 5 yards to the 30. Did that on the first carry. DeMarco Ward came over and made the stop so far.
This kid is quick, Dave.
You watch. He's 5'7".
You'd expect he'd have to be
generous,
quick to play football. Yeah.
But he's got a good first step. That's what does it for him. And that offensive line creates just a little bit of a seam, a crease, whatever you want to call it. And he goes through. They send a slot back in motion. Now there's 3 in the backfield. Here's the snap. And they give it to Jackson again, and he's going to lose 2 yards back at the 28-yard line. Puda Walker, his second tackle in the game. Both, I think, for loss, and this will set up a long third down. That's not what they want.
That was like a replay of what happened on their first series. They got a nice gain on first down. Second down, they lose yards, and it was Puda Walker once again said, "Get in my belly."
Big number 99 and the white with the blue numbers. Third down and 7. This a spread set. Here's the snap, and the quarterback Chase Jenkins just puts one up for grabs. He was under big pressure from Drew Watts.
Yes, sir.
Let it go wild, incomplete. Not even close to the intended receiver, the slot guy Tyson Thompson, and another 3 and out.
We talked about reading your keys at the start of the game. What I really liked about that play, Drew Watts, as soon as he saw it was a drop back pass, boom, he was right after that quarterback and forced him to throw off his backfield for a back heel for an incompletion. Excellent defense by Memphis.
So Sutton Smith again standing at the 30. This will be the second kick for Alex Paqueta. Here's the snap, and he's going to let it go, and this one's high. A spiral. It's going to come down inside the 30-yard line. It goes out of bounds near the 25-yard line. That is more in line with what most of these folks who have seen from the redshirt junior, big guy, 6'2", 230, Alex Paqueta, a transfer from Penn State. That one is good for 48 yards. No return. The Tigers are going to get the ball at the 24-yard line. 9:15 to go. First quarter. They lead at 7-0. Their second possession comes in just a minute on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Hey, Tiger fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Memphis football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Tigers. Let's go, Tigers! SeatGeek.
Sissy's Log Cabin is the official jeweler of the Memphis Tigers. And this football season, they're ready to help you show your Tiger pride with a spectacular selection of jewelry featuring exquisite gems in all your Tiger colors. Sissy's can also help you find an engagement ring, the perfect gift, or any other piece of jewelry you may be looking for, all while treating you like family. Stop by their store in East Memphis or visit sissyslogcabin.com to enjoy the Sissy's experience for yourself, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
3:15 to go, first quarter, 2 3-and-outs. By the Rice Owls, the Tigers took a nice 55-yard drive into pay dirt, 7-0. You could say that defense pitching a shutout. Scott Abel, we just saw a graphic, played baseball for Longwood.
Yeah, Longwood.
Back in the late 80s, and then switched on over. Shelter Insurance is the place to switch to. When an accident, theft, or severe weather knocks you down there to pick you up, visit shelterinsurance.com. You'll find an agent to help you choose the coverage that fits just right for you. So you could say, Greg Gaston down on the sidelines, the stage has been set by the Tiger D.
Yeah, you could say it, and I will say it. But first, we need to get our crack staff, and our staff is Scott Foreman. That's it.
Yes,
to
it
look
is.
this up, because I wonder if Rice has ever, in this season so far, had 2 3-and-outs in their first 2 possessions. This is a team that prides itself on ball control. Keep it away from the other team's offense. That's what we heard in the coaches' meeting. So instead of the Memphis offense, although they scored the touchdown, instead of the Memphis offense setting the tone, it's Jordan Hankins' defense setting the tone. The 3-and-out on the first series, the Tigers ended up scoring. We'll see what happens here, but another 3-and-out back-to-back. You talk about being dialed in. This defense is dialed in. And you guys know, and Jarvo, you know, this is assignment football on defense. It's like playing Navy. It's like playing Army. Don't try to be a superhero. Stay in your lane. Do your assignment, and good things will happen.
And the biggest thing about that, you stay in your lane, do your assignment. You have to trust that your teammate will do his assignment. And that's where the whole thing comes together. You don't worry about what the other guy's doing. You do your job. The next man does his job. And when that happens, it's a beautiful thing to see. And we've seen that so far on the first 2 defensive possessions.
Well, here comes the second possession for the offense. And I know Tim Cramsey wants to really put this team in a hole early.
I'm not throwing it deep, though.
He talked about early aggression. Yeah. Let's see what he does here. He's got Trips on the right side. He's got Bryce Anderson, a tight end, traditional spot on the left side. Now they send a man. It is Bryce Dorsey in motion left side, 2 over there. Lewis gets it under duress, rolls to his right, finds a man underneath, and it is Marcelo Bussi who gets to the 25 in only 1 yard. He was tripped up there very quickly. Good defensive effort that time by the corner. Jarek Harper, a junior from Silsbee, Texas, went to Trinity Valley Community College.
And that was the same kind of play that the Tigers had on their last deal, where they caught the running back out of the backfield on a pass like that. The linebacker shot the gap on Brennan. He threw it, and the defensive back came up and made a great one-on-one tackle.
Trips left, and it is Brady Cluse to the right side. 4 in the box and 2 linebackers up close from the 25. Here's the snap. Here's the throw. Left side. He's got a man. It is caught by Sutton Smith, who lined up as a slot receiver. Makes the catch. Gallops across the 35. Gets knocked down at the 37. There's another double-digit play. 12 yards and another Tiger First Horizon first down.
Greg DeWozier comes in for Sutton. That's the first time I've seen them run that particular pattern, where Sutton goes up the field and then cuts out, and all the other people took the trash away to the inside. That left him open to make this reception an extra yardage.
Trips right, and Marcelo Bussi splits to the left side, goes in motion. Here's the snap. Lewis fakes, runs to his left, looks for some room, gets to the stick, and just runs out of bounds. That was really excellent coverage that time. Omari Porter just read it beautifully. There's Larry's son with all those bioengineering degrees from Stanford. He made a smart play.
He sure did, because I tell you what, the Tigers had Marcelo Bussi fake a block and then take off past the linebacker. But if not for that rush on Brennan Lewis, that would have been a touchdown easily, because he was wide open.
Well, he lost a yard. It's 2nd and 11 with the ball right at the 36 of the Tigers on the left hash. There's 4 in the box. 4 Rice Owl. Now here's 2 linebackers starting to creep up. Here's the snap, and here they come, and Lewis hands it off, and there's room for DeWozier. Breaks a tackle, 45. Heads toward the right sideline. Got to the 48 and got shoved around right there, but there's a pickup of 12. Travis Burke, the right tackle, just pushing and shoving everybody. Another First Horizon bank first down at the U of M 48.
And Greg DeRosier, one man is not going to take him down. He got one guy tried to tackle him and spun him around, and Greg DeRosier spun out of that tackle and still had enough speed. That would have been right at the sticks. He got the extra 2 on his own to get the first.
7-0 Tigers, 6:45 to go first quarter. Here's a snap and a jet sweep on an end around, and I think that was Jamari Hawkins goes to make a cut. Actually, it was Sutton Smith. He went to make a cut, and his feet on this turf out from under him. It'll be a tackle for loss back at the 47-yard line. That's tough because he was going to make that cut and there was room.
I think the Tigers will adjust to this turf as they go along. Both teams are playing on it, but I think the Tigers have a lot of speed here, and they're used to being able a flat, fast track that is very forgiving when they make cuts like that. 2nd
and 11, and they bring Frank Peasant into the game. Trips right, one left side. Long count with the ball on the left hash. Here's the snap. Lewis to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Nothing there. Rolls to his right. Buying himself some time. Lets it go against his body. And a catch is made at the Rice 48 by Frank Peasant. Just in the game. A diving catch. That is, by the way, just his 3rd reception of the year. That one is good for 5. So it'll set up a 3rd down and 6 right at the L48.
I believe that's Peasant's first catch, isn't it? Other than out of the backfield? Up the field.
It's his 3rd, but it's his first positive one.
Yes.
So the Tigers, by the way, in 3rd downs, 0 for 2. They've been getting it just methodically as they've gone. Adcock goes in motion to the right H-back slot. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Here's the snap, and Lewis to throw. Has time, going deep, down the middle, looking for Bussey. Way too far. That was 15 yards too far. He had beaten Omari Porter that time. He was behind him, but the ball was way too far, and the Tigers are going to have to punt the football.
I don't know if Brendan ate 2 bowls of Wheaties today or something or other, but that bowl rocketed out of his hands and just was just...
That's his first miss. He was 6 for 6 until then.
Yeah, you could tell. I mean, it was on a line, but it was 20 yards beyond the receiver. And Marcelo Bussey had about a half a step. He had at least a step if he could have just dropped it in there on him, but just too much oomph on that ball from Brendan Lewis.
Lachlan Kerrigan, the Australian freshman, comes on, 24 punts, averaging 43. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. Jackson back, and that ball angles toward the right side, comes down and out of bounds at the 13-yard line. That is an outstanding punt. It'll be 35 yards. It'll be the 13th time he's gone inside the 20 without a return. Good stuff by the U of M. So the Owls are backed up, and the Tigers, with 5:07 to go here in the first, have a 7-0 lead. Can the Owls on their 3rd possession do anything? We'll find out in a minute on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Tigers fans know it takes teamwork to win. And when you choose Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, you get a team that served Tennesseans for nearly 80 years. Whether big or small, babies to seniors, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee has the health coverage you need from a company right here in your community. Now that's what we call a big win. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
Welcome back here in Houston. 5:07 to go first quarter. The Tigers up 7-0. Memphis 87 yards, 2 possessions. The Owls 2 possessions, only 9 yards. The Memphis D has been terrific. It's been all brought to you by 1910 Frameworks. They got the perfect frames and mats to give new life to your art photos and posters with their creative framing team. They can change your favorite sports memorabilia into a great piece of art. If it's worth framing, it's worth framing right at 1910 Frameworks. So the Tigers really aggressive on offense on that last one. Had gotten Marcelo Bussey wide open, and the throw overthrown by Brendan Lewis. It's his first miss of the game, but you've got intel, Greg Gaston.
Yeah, a little deceiving. And remember when we talked to Tim Cramsey, the Tigers offensive coordinator, during our coaches meetings on Thursday, he said they're going to take some shots. They think they could pick on those safeties. But when the safety gets some help from the cornerback, they held up Bussey. So Bussey breaks free, but by the time he breaks free, Lewis has already launched, and that's why it just looked like a terrible pass that he airmailed it 15 yards over his head. Well, it's because Bussey got stuck trying to get away from 2 players. I don't think it was great recognition from Lewis. He thought he got man-to-man coverage there, but he did not. They had two guys out there on the speedy bussy.
What about recognition from the refs? That would be a little bit of a tussle. They didn't get any bumping around beyond the 5-yard line, did they?
No, it was beyond 5, but you often say, Jarvo, chicken fighting and stuff like that. So there wasn't anything that I think was blatant. So I thought it was a good no call.
One thing, though, I will say, you got a chance to pick up a first down on a 1st and 5 or 6 yards. Short passing game. Keep the sticks moving. Keep their offensive off the field and keep yours on. But you know how the Tigers are. They are very, very aggressive, and they're going to go for it whenever they can.
So the Owls are backed up at their 13, left to right on your radio dial. Here comes Chase Jenkins and Quentin Jackson in the backfield. He is to the right of the quarterback.
This is a quick kid, Quentin Jackson. This is a really quick little kid.
Tigers have 5 down linemen in the box, and here's the snap, and this is just a quarterback run by Jenkins, who gets to the pile, got to the 15-yard line, no more, maybe 15 and a half. DeMarco Ward came up, and there's Sam Brumfield with another tackle. It's a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 7-0 Tigers, 4:50 to go here in the first.
Now, you remember the Tigers coming in this game with a number by their name, ranked 25th in the country, back in the polls, coming off a big win. You got to be hungry every play, every snap.
These guys, by the way, are pretty good with time of possession, 32-19 plus 4-38 against the opposition on the year. So they try to hold on to the ball. Long huddles, they take their time. Here's the snap, here's the give. It's to Jackson, tries to turn the corner and gets knocked down right at the 16. He lost a yard. It'll be 3rd down and about 8. There's Everett Russo, ever present, makes the stop.
Everett Russo was there, so was Dayton Dennis, the defensive end, coming submarining the blocker, allowing Russo to come over the top to finish the play.
Shy of the 16, they'll call it 3rd down, 7.5. 4 minutes to go in the quarter. The Tigers put 5 in the box again on 3rd down and long. They send Hardman in motion. They think they throw to him, and he gets hit back at the 10. The ball is loose. It's picked up by the Tigers, run into the end zone, but I think it's going to be called an incomplete pass.
The ruling on the field is a forward pass that's incomplete.
That was close to a
smack. They were looking at the motion man, their best receiver, Drayton Dickman. And who is the guy you call kamikaze? It is Kamari Wilson. He read that play. That could have been a pick, but he went for the player, and he knocked him down. Now, he did catch the ball momentarily. Did he have possession? Your eyes, what do you think, Jarvo?
I don't think he had possession. They're looking to make sure that it was not a forward pass, that it was a lateral. That's what they're looking at right now.
This is going to be a close shave instant replay brought to you by Barbasol with their heavy-duty shaving cream. Let's go downstairs. You're right there, Greg Gaston. What did you see?
Yeah, we wish I was right on the line because that was very close, but Jarvo's correct. That's what they're looking at. They're looking to see if he threw it forward, or if he threw it behind the line. If he threw it forward, that's going to be, look, they rolled it an incomplete pass. It's going to stay that way. As long as it's forward, you've seen the replay, I have not. As long as it's forward, it's going to be an incomplete pass.
Yeah,
if it's a lateral, though, and he knocks it down.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that is really close. We just saw a sideline view of it.
Of course, that sideline view is not directly
that is
on the line.
so close.
You know, guys, I'm looking at the replay now. I can't believe they're showing it. That is extremely close.
That's a lateral. That looks like a lateral.
You know what? From one view, it looks like a lateral. From another, it looks like it's right on the line. Kamari Wilson, what a smack! And then, of course, he picked it right up. Here's the
after review. The pass was backwards. It was recovered by the defense. However, a whistle was sounded. It will be 1st and goal for Memphis at the 7-yard line.
Wow! How about that for some defensive pressure? Kamari, the kamikaze, comes up with the big hit and takes the ball into the end zone. I thought that he'd be able to pick it up as a fumble lateral and run it in, but by rule, the whistle blew, and you got to stop the play.
That's the key term right there. So 1st and goal at the 7 for the U of M. How about the Tiger defense? 3 possessions. The Owls have a turnover and 12 yards. And they don't turn the ball over. So the Tigers got it there. Can they make points out of it? DeWozier in it, running back to the left. of Lewis from the 7. Here's the snap. It's a give to DeWozier. Finds a little seam right side. Gets down to the 5-yard line. Oh, they're going to put him down near the 6. He didn't get much. A lot of fight there, but Andrew Alway, their middle linebacker, their leading tackler, filled the gap in a hurry. It's hard to bring down DeWozier, but he did after a pickup of 1. 2nd and goal from the 6.
DeWozier kind of doing the LaDainian Tomlinson thing, kind of skating along the line until he sees the crack. Then he takes off.
Lewis has the 2nd and goal from the right hash. He has 2 receivers left. One's Adcock. He goes into motion. They got 2 H-backs. 1 left, 1 right. Here's the snap. Lewis fakes. Now Lewis is going to run. Makes the juke. Gets inside the 5. Still turning and churning and getting down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and goal from right there. Jack Kane makes the stop there for his safety. That's 4 more for Lewis.
Lou decided to keep it himself. He was the only one there to do that. He had meat out wide if he wanted to pitch him to, but he was covered. Made the proper decision to cut up the field. Now they're closer to the goal line inside the AutoZone red zone.
And Frank Pizant comes in. They got 4 in the backfield, a pistol look, 2 wings, and Pizant the deep man. Here's the snap. It's the give to Pizant. Up the middle to the 2, to the 1, into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Points off turnovers, 13-0. 2:34 to go in the first. And the second Wolf Chase Toyota Tiger this particular game.
Hey, Frank Pizant ought to share that with Kamikaze, because Kamikaze set that up with the great, excellent jump in the route on that out pattern, knocking the ball down on the lateral, put the Tigers in great position to score.
Jonathan Zarut will snap. It's put down by Tanner Gillis. Leg through from Spedick. He's good again. 3 plays, 7 yards after the great play by Kamari Wilson, who caused the fumble and picked up the fumble. And the Tigers go 7 yards to make it 14-0 after the Pizant touchdown run of 2 yards, his 4th touchdown this year. And with 2:34 to go, the story is all Memphis. 94 total yards, and now they've just adjusted that with the loss on the fumble. It's 3 total yards, 3 possessions for Rice. Wow.
Yeah, that's what you want if you're coming in here with a number by your name and your opponent has nothing by theirs except, well, they don't have anything over there. They're 4-4 at Rice House. Tigers 7-1. Tigers looking to keep their hold on the possible trip to the conference championship game, and then maybe the CFP on after that. But you can't, like I said earlier, Dave.
One at a time.
What
does Ryan Silverfield say every week? 1-0 this week. Here's the run-up from Spedick, and the kick is 3rd of the game, and this one into the left side of the end zone, 5 yards deep and out. Made America, that means something to Toyota. That's why they've invested over $49 billion, and currently they build 13 different vehicles right here in the USA. You can test drive one today at your Memphis area Toyota dealers. Toyota. Let's go places. Well, the Rice Owls have not gone very far at all. 3 yards, 3 possessions. Here comes Chase Jenkins, his 4th. Jackson behind him.
Can't let up.
It is a pistol look. They send that slot receiver in motion and a keep by Jenkins. He tries to get to the left side. The Tigers stay disciplined. Everett Russo comes over and knocks him down right at the 27-yard line. A pickup of a couple and a clean open field tackle.
That was really a thing of beauty defensively. The Tigers had every option covered. The play up the middle was covered. The quarterback was covered. The pitch man covered. That's how you play defense against a triple option. 2nd and a long 8 as the nose of the football doesn't even get to the 27-yard line. This time it's a shotgun look. Jackson to the right of the quarterback. They send the slot in motion. This time it's a give to Jackson, and the running back has nowhere to go. He lost a yard. He's back to the 16-yard line. The Tigers picked him up. DeMarco Ward did and carried him right to the Tiger sideline. He almost hit Greg Gaston. Greg, are you still alive down there? Hey, Greg.
I'm alive.
Well, that's good to hear, man, because that was a forceful tackle, if anything else you want to say. And, DeMarco Ward's a big guy now. He's like 6'3", about 218, 220, and he's taking somebody and throwing him out of bounds.
Here's a 3rd and 8. They're zipped for 3 on 3rd downs. Here's the snap. Chase wants to throw. Here's pressure. He almost got sacked and finally down Down he goes near the 17-yard line. That will be on the year's sack 14. It's going to be shared between Jalen Bell and Puda Walker.
Oh, man, you won't live long doing that. He tried to do the best thing he could do to try to buy himself from time, but here Jaden Bell has him, and then Puda Walker comes up, and they drag him down. He almost got his head taken off. Good thing they didn't hit him, because that probably would have been, the illegal contact to the head. But
targeting.
Yeah, targeting, but just great defense by Memphis.
Minus 10 on the play. They're minus 5. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. The punter goes down. Sutton Smith makes the grab, touches the ball. Yeah. It's interference. It's fumbled. It's picked up by Rice at the Tiger 28-yard line, but that's going to be interference at the 35. The Tigers are going to get a 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line after that 49-yard boomer by the punter, Alex Paqueta.
Kicking team, number 4. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
Well, they've decided they're going to really give heck to Sutton Smith. That's the second interference call in the first quarter.
And Sutton Smith living a little dangerously there by fielding that. He could have let that go and let it roll. It probably would have rolled for a while because there were a lot of blue shirts around him, the navy blue of Rice around him, but he decided to try to make the catch, and they got there too early and gave him a good lick, but Sutton bounced back up, but it's going to cost the Owls 15 yards.
So they're going to put it down at the 49. So the Tigers, if I recall correctly, it started, I think, at the 45 one time. And then maybe the 35 the second, and now here at the 49-yard line. And
don't forget they started
they started one at the 7.
At the 7.
Sutton Smith's going to be the running back, so we know he is okay. He is to the right of Lewis. They've got 2 receivers right and Braham left with one-on-one coverage now. The cornerback moves back. That's Omari Porter. Here's the snap. Lewis to throw over the middle. He's got a man at the Rice 35-yard line. What a play. They found Jaden Thompson, his 4th catch of the year. And that one's another double-digit explosive play of 16 yards and another first Horizon Bank first down.
And Jaden Thompson beat the linebacker just on a simple crossing route, but that ball was a strike. It was waist high. It was about knee-high level just outside of the linebacker stretch. And nice catch by Jaden Thompson.
C.J. Smith, wide to the right side, starts to go in motion, now settles in as a slot receiver. 2 on the left side, and we've got
that is the end of the
first quarter. Wow. A dynamite first quarter. The Tigers with 110 yards, 14 points. How about this Jordan Hankins defense? The Owls, 4 possessions, minus 5 yards. That is some kind of D here in Houston, brought to you by Corky's. You want to see why Corky's has been voted the #1 barbecue joint in Memphis at any of their 4 Mid-South locations? You know, Corky's Barbecue is Memphis barbecue. You could say the Tigers are roasting the Owls 14-0 after one chapter in the books here in Houston on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Rotolo's Craft and Crust is the destination to unwind and refuel with flavors everybody loves, guests we consider friends, and backed by a team we consider family. Our championship pizza crew has the dough you really need. Come on in, kick back with a drink or two while we fix up something delicious for you. Maybe an old-time favorite like our original cheese sticks or our one-of-a-kind deep dish pizzas. Visit us at 681 South White Station or order to go at rotolos.com.
Memphis Tiger fans, we all know the good that recycling does for Memphis and its environment. But a few simple mistakes can mean the difference between recycling right and wasting recycling efforts. Putting plastic bags in your gray carts, for example, can send tons of good recycling to the landfill. So don't let our efforts go to waste. Learn to recycle right, Memphis. And remember, go Tigers go. Brought to you by the City of Memphis Solid Waste Division.
This is fun. Tigers up 14-0. They got a 1st and 10. And should be at the Rice 35-yard line when we get set in the second quarter. Memphis will go left to right on your radio dial. Tiger Football brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Patrol. They're looking for community-oriented individuals with a passion for helping people to help fill several positions within the Memphis district. They offer an excellent benefits package with a competitive salary. And by the way, an extra $10,000 if assigned to Shelby County. Visit their social media pages at TN Highway Patrol, or you can visit jointhp.com. You'll learn more. We learn more about that punt and special teams, and Sutton Smith from our sideline expert with great hands who avoided contact earlier tonight. That's the great Greg Gaston.
Good thing that Rice got to him early, because that's probably one he should have called for a fair catch. That was in the air for so long, Wolo. That's one you're not going to be able to run back. They're going to be on top of you, and it's a good thing because Rice had recovered the fumble. But I'm going to go back to the Rice fumble. The Rice fumble, that's a rarity. Turning it over is a rarity for this Rice Owls team. As you guys know, coming into the game, 4 turnovers, 2 fumbles. They put the ball on the ground 9 times, but only 2 fumbles, 2 interceptions. One was with their 3rd-string quarterback in mop-up time. For Memphis to cause the fumble, to cash in, score points on that, get 7, and they continue to be red zone demons. But that says an awful lot, because Rice just doesn't turn it over. You can get bonus points by doing so. That's what you did. Maybe another turnover down the road. And right now, in absolute control with one of the best first-quarter defenses you'll ever see against a very capable Rice offense.
Jarva, that is exactly what Ryan Silverfield said. Get one takeaway. Go +1 on these guys, and it's very hard for the Owls, who do not have that prolific offense. I mean, let's just tell like it is. They average 21 points a game. They can't afford to give up stuff. Now they're down 14-0, and the U of M's threatening again.
Yeah, they like to keep you close. It's not an explosive offense. They like to just move the chains and time of possession you to death, first down you to death, and they want to keep it close going into the 4th quarter. And Memphis has to jump on this team early like they're doing and keep scoring. And don't try to play hero ball. Just keep moving the chains. You'll get in the end zone.
Ball's in the middle of the field at the Rice 35. 2 left, 1 right. Here's the snap. They give it to Pizot. He finds a crease right side, hits a man, spins away, got the first down across the 30-yard line, got backed up, then goes right back across the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. I think Frank Peason's got the right shoes on. Yeah, he's not slipping.
No, he's not slipping at all. He runs low to the ground, great pad level, as they like to say, which means he keeps his shoulders out over his knees and in forward motion, and he's going to fall forward if he's going down at all.
Ball right hash, trips left. Sutton Smith's in. Here's Lewis. He's going to pass. He's under pressure. Runs away up the middle. Has the first down to the 20. And he's brought down from behind inside the 15 all the way down to the 13 by the middle linebacker Andre Alway. Another explosive play and another First Horizon bank first down inside the AutoZone red zone. 16 more yards for Lewis. He's got close to 50 yards running the ball and a touchdown already. 2 left and 1 right. That looks like Brady Cluse. There's an H-back on the left side and the ball's on the right hash. 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the Rice 13-yard line. Lewis in his shotgun. Smith's to his right, long count. Play clock's down to 7. Here's the snap. Looking for Sutton. He's trying to find a crease on the left side. Doesn't get much. Maybe a half a yard near the 13.5. Aquantis Clemens with a great name.
That is a great
sophomore
name,
from Atlanta. 5'10" nose guard makes the stop. 2nd down and 9.
Airline named after him, I think. Qantas?
Yeah.
I tell you what, they're running those wide plays, and they haven't really worked, but it's set up the inside read plays for Brendan Lewis very well.
2nd and 9 at the 14 on the left hash. Smith goes to the left of the quarterback. Here's the snap. They're going to roll everybody right. And Lewis could go to Sutton Smith, but he's going to run to the 10. Now cuts to the right sideline 5. Diving for the pylon and close, but short by about a half a yard.
Yeah.
He hit the pylon, but I think he was already out of bounds when he did that. And they're going to put it down inside the 1. It'll be 1st down and goal. Sutton Smith, by the way, was blocking for Lewis, who gets 12 more yards.
Yeah, the play originally designed to go to Sutton Smith on the rollout. He was open, but Brendan still surveying the field. He's got the ball in his hands. Why risk a pass when you can just run it down there? And his head hit the pylon, but the ball was already outside the sideline.
Double linebackers, I should say H-backs as wingbacks. They give it to Pizon. Pizon's going to go right into the end zone off the right side.
2 for 2.
Right by Kari Walker and Parker Mitchell. He's got 2 touchdowns in the game, 5 on the year, and it's 20-0. Less than a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. 20-zip Tigers. The third Wolf Chase Toyota Tiger touchdown. 6 plays, 51 yards, 307. Like a hot knife through butter. 145 yards for the Tigers now. 8 first downs. Rice without one yet. And here's Spetic on for his 3rd extra point of the night. He's perfect on kickoffs and touchbacks, snap down, leg through. He's perfect on extra points. 21-0. Score big for game day meals at Kroger with savings beyond low prices, including digital coupons worth over $600 each week. Kroger, fresh for everyone. The Owls average 21 points a game. The Tigers have a 21-0 lead with 12:25 to go in the second quarter. Domination by Memphis over Rice on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Around here, it's all or nothing. And Toyota's got more all-wheel drive choices than anybody. Now through November 3rd, get 4.75 APR financing on remaining new 25 Corolla gas models. Excludes GR and Corolla Cross. Or lease a gas-powered 26 Corolla LE for $209 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Event Rentals by Hicks is celebrating over 30 years of service and is an official partner of the Memphis Tigers and Tiger Sports Properties. Event Rentals by Hicks can meet all of your party rental needs. Visit their website at hicksconventions.com or give them a call at 901-272-1171. That's 901-272-1171 or online at hicksconventions.com. Event Rentals by Hicks, serving the Mid-South since 1986.
Adams family for you. Happy Halloween from all of us here. We got the crew, Dave Voloshin, Jarvis Greer, Greg Gaston on the sideline. Our producer, our engineer, our Hollywood Halloween music man is Danny O'Brien, and of course Scott Foreman on all the numbers. Brought to you by SeatGeek. Hey, make it easy to find tickets from SeatGeek, and you can be a part of all the action this year, whether you're buying or selling all those football or basketball tickets. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace for Memphis Athletics. Let's go downstairs. This is a great story, Frank Pizan. He's playing because Makari Bodiford is only about 85%.
Yeah,
and when we talked to Tim Cramsey, Greg Gaston, Tim Cramsey said, Peason at 100% is better than Bodiford at 85%, and I guess so.
You want anybody at 100%, and Peason right now has been a bulldozer in this game with 2 touchdowns. He's the short yardage guy. You're right. You hate to see any injuries. Bodiford falls behind really in the pecking order right now because of the injury, and like you said, only 85%. Peason's a great story, as you guys indicated. He came from Middle Tennessee State, went into the season really as the 4th running back on the depth chart. Now getting opportunities the last few weeks, especially on short yardage, goal line situations. It reminds me of a guy, I don't know, I think Jarvo had a nickname for him that came out of Little Rock and played for Memphis for a few years and was a short yardage expert. He went by the name of the BT Express.
Yeah, Brendan Thomas, we loved him the way he would come in. And of course, Bodiford is like 20 pounds more and about 2 inches taller. But, you got a guy like Peason that's coming in doing very well. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm loving this view from up here in the press box. You know, the San Gabriel Mountains outside of the Rose Bowl in Pasadena.
Yeah, there's no mountains here.
No mountains here, but all these downtowns, they got the sun.
They look like mountains, yeah.
And it's just absolutely, this is a big city, folks.
Here is the Spetic run-up, this time from a different side, and the same result. 5 yards into the end zone and out over the head of Quentin Jackson.
That's what you want to do on your kickoff.
What's your favorite nickname? You have BTX. Can I tell you what my favorite one for you is?
What?
It's the Millington Motorman.
Well, you came up with that one. That was Dave Voloshin.
No wonder I like that so
yes,
much.
Of course, that's why you brought it up. He had a great career. He played long enough in the NFL to get his pension, Very happy for him. Played with Tampa Bay and started a center or linebacker somewhere, and they moved him to tight end, and the rest is history.
DeAndre Hardiman, the new running back in. They're going to try him right up the middle, right off the bat. They started at the 25, and up the middle he goes, and he runs right into Sam Brumfield after a 2-yard trip. It will be 2nd down and 8. Now they are minus 3 yards on the night on their 5th possession. Wow. Pistol look this time. Hardiman is behind. Chase Jenkins, the quarterback, on 2nd down and 8. This is the tight. They got the 2 wings in a pistol look, and the Tiger load the box. As soon as they go to this look, they put 6 in the box. Here's the snap right up the middle. Here's Hardiman, and he keeps his feet churning and will get to the 29-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and 6. This defense is just so disciplined. Brumfield and Amarian Cooper make the stop.
They're running hard, this Rice Owls teams, but there's just too many white shirts down there to knock them back. And I'm very, very impressed. The Tigers coming in, the coaches drilled on them. Don't worry about the number by your name, 25th ranked. Don't worry about any of that stuff. One play at a time, beat the guy in front of you.
This time a spread look. They're 0 for 4 on 3rd down. And here's Chase Jenkins. He wants to run himself. And he's undercut in the defensive backfield, just coming up with Sam Brumfield. Another tackle for loss. He's got about 13 of those now on the year. Minus 2, 4th and 8, and they're going to have to punt. 5 possessions, 5 punts from Alex Bacchetta.
Now, this is a team, this Rice team, that scored 37 points. Of course, it took them double overtime, but scored 37 points in their last game to get a win over UConn, and they can go nowhere against this Tiger defense.
10:45 to go here in the 2nd. 21-0. Here's the snap, and here's the kick, and Bacchetta gets it off. High kick, and Sutton Smith again going to field it. He runs up the middle, 25-30. Makes a jitterbug to the 40. It gets all the way to the 45. Another great starting position for the U of M. Another great punt return by Sutton Smith. This Tiger offense really running on all the gears. The pedals down. 21 zip. We'll see. It's a hold on the
10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. 1st down.
I did not see a hold.
I did not.
Oh, it's up the field by near where they kicked the ball. So
49-yard kick, 21-yard return, but negated by the hold. So where are they going to put this down?
They had marked it.
He had gotten it to the 45, should be at the 35, but they're
marking it now.
Wow, now they're marking it. That's not the right spot, I don't believe.
Where are they going?
Yeah, they put this thing all the way inside the 25-yard line.
Another one's got a ball, and you get a ball, and you get a ball, and
I'm not sure where they're putting it. That cannot be where they're going to have it.
Inside the 15, is that it? Or at the 15?
We got to take a break. 10:33 to go here in the first half. 21-0 U of M. We'll figure out where they're going to spot the ball when we return in just a minute on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
You or someone you know or care about has dealt with a difficult divorce. When facing divorce, you need the attorneys at Rice Law. Nick and Larry Rice lead the firm with 3 generations and 7 decades of experience. Located in Memphis, serving the entire state of Tennessee and North Mississippi. Rice Law is who you need to call. Simple or difficult divorce, they know how to handle it. Call Rice Law at 901-526-6701, or for more information, visit them at aboutdivorce.com. That's aboutdivorce.com.
Did you know air pollution triggers asthma?
No, I didn't know that. Wait, my son has asthma. What can we do to help clean our air?
It's easy. Just taking a few simple actions can reduce air pollution. Like stop at the click when pumping gas, don't idle your car over 1 minute, and share in the ride when commuting.
That is easy and helpful information.
To learn more, visit shelbytandhealth.com.
10:33 to go. First half, all Tigers, 21-0. The Owls minus 2 yards, 5 possessions, 5 punts. The Tigers with 145 total yards in this game. Now, we were confused because we thought the punt and the flag after the punt came from near where the punter was. That was the only flag we saw. They're saying the hold took place by where Sutton Smith first caught the ball, and he returned it to the 45. So instead of being there, the ball is being placed at the 14-yard line.
That ref's got to have eagle eyes to throw that flag from 30 on the opposite side of the field and say something happened all the way on the opposite 30. That's a lot of territory. But, if he saw it, he saw it. So now this is the first time that the Tigers will have the ball inside their own 20-yard line.
And that's a loss of 31 yards on that penalty. That's a 31-yard penalty. It's the first penalty in the game. Let me double check that, but I think it's a second on the U of M.
And he had outkicked his coverage, and Sutton Smith made a good return on
he
that
sure
at the
did.
middle.
So DeWosier will come in. It just means the U of M is going to have a longer track to take, 86 yards this time to pay dirt. First down and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Millington Motorman. That's pretty good, Dave. Right. I can see where you would like that one because you came up with it.
DeWosier is going to be the running back. He is to the left of Lewis. You got twins left of one man. It's Braham on the right side of man-to-man. Here's the snap, and they're going right to Braham. And he curls right at the 25-yard line, is run out of bounds right at the 27. Actually, it's Marcelo Bussi who had the one-on-one coverage, and a nice pickup. It's 12 yards, so the Tigers get another first down. And for Memphis, that is number 9. The Owls, of course, without a first down in this game. Trips left side as the Tigers put it down at the 26 in their own territory, right hash. Here's the snap, screen, left side. Catch is made. And to the middle, 30, 35, 40. To the near sideline, 50. A little stumble to the 40, to the 30. And out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That is Bryce Dorsey. That's his 7th catch. That's his longest one of the year, 50. And if he hadn't stumbled on that turf, it might have been even more.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Oh,
defense,
that's going to add.
Number 30. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Wow. What an excellent break for Memphis.
That is going to be inside the AutoZone red zone, and that's going to be put down at the 12-yard line.
Excellent.
That'll be 1st and 10 at the 12.
First of all, excellent play call against the defense of the Owls. They were stacked more toward the middle of the field. The swing pass goes to the out. It's kind of like a quick screen. He made a quick jerk, a quick juke off the pass. It got him wide open and had great speed to race down the sidelines. He tripped up a little bit, but still made great yardage. And then B-Lou got roughed on the play. Here we go, Tigers. Inside the AutoZone.
The third penalty on Rice. That's 43 yards. Now trips on a diamond on the left hash. And a tight end, Adcock on the right side. One back, it's DeWosier. To the left of Lewis. He gets the handoff, looks right side, nothing there. Cuts it middle 10. 5, stumbling and just short of the goal line, down inside the 1. First and goal from there. Marcus Williams, the strong safety, got him by a shoelace. But first and goal, 11 more yards for DeWosier. The Tigers are 217 total yards. Guess who's coming in, Jarvo?
It looks like, is that number 22?
It is Mr. Touchdown in this game. He's already got a couple. Here's that look with 2 H-backs. The quarterback, and then a little pistol look, and the give to Pizon. Gets hit at the 1, trying to keep his feet going, still churning, moving in.
You called it, Dave. Churning those feet, he got knocked backwards for half a second and still found a way to keep those feet moving, keep that body lean going forward.
Ruling on the field is a touchdown.
He powered his way in the end zone, ref.
4 possessions. Here's the replay. Man, he got stood up for a minute. Looked like it was
the ruling on the touchdown is under further review.
He's in. I don't see where he wouldn't be in. Of course, we're not.
That is absolutely second effort, and I do think the nose of the ball crossed the plane. Greg Gaston, you're down there as we get another Barbasol close shave instant replay review. What did you see?
Unfortunately, too much humanity from my side. The official that called that the touchdown was on your side of the field, guys. The official on my side did not put his arms up because you just could not see from where I was. So I'm going to take your word for it. You're seeing the replay. They haven't showed the replay down here, but it was tight, whatever it was.
Awe hit him. He bounced back. Then he got grabbed by Christopher Clark-Jolnay,
who pushed him back a little.
But he twisted away, and I thought that the nose of the ball got across. And again, Greg is on the other side. From our view, it kind of looked like he was in.
The replay
shows you know what? Now they're putting it down about 6 inches away.
After review, the runner was short of the goal line. It will be 2nd and goal at the half-yard line.
Still a good run, though, and that showed you the power of Frank Pizan coming, the Middle Tennessee State transfer, because there are 3 guys. He took on the nose guard, who's no small person, and then he spun out of that and ran into the tackle and got away from him and tried on his back to get into the end zone. Couldn't do it, but he got really, really close. Maybe we'll get a quarterback sneak
It's
here.
more than 6 inches. It's a foot.
We might get a quarterback sneak here. Give B. Lou another touchdown. Why not?
Well, that would be 2 apiece, right?
Yeah.
All the touchdowns, if that's the case, would be by rushing. And it's 21-0 Tigers, 8:42 to go in the first half. This time, a pistol look with a fullback. It's Adcock. Here's the snap. It is not the Pizant. They're going to go right with Lewis
Put your
underneath.
hands up, Ralph.
And he didn't get it. Nope.
You don't think he got it?
I don't think he got it.
He's in. He didn't get it?
Nope.
Wow, that's something for Rice, because I thought he was in.
Ever closer, however.
But
now it's 6 inches.
That's barely, that's your shoe size, Dave. I don't even think your foot would be big enough for that. This is definitely a
I got news for you. 8.5, buddy. 8.5 wide, just so you know. Here's 3rd down and goal. Lewis under center again, that look with an I formation behind him. Lewis, long count, gets the ball, gives it to Pizan into the end zone. There's no doubt about that one. Touchdown, Tigers, 27-0. Parker Mitchell, the key blocker, the right guard that time. And the Tigers just continue to flex their muscles.
Oh, just beautiful. You know, you could tell from up here, we can see, the defense can't see, but you can see the quarterback, Brendan Lewis, had his feet kind of under him more than rather than leaning one foot in front of the other like he's going to try to charge in on a quarterback sneak. And the handoff goes to Pizant, who follows his blocking very, very well, including Meat, who was out there, 32, Matt Adcock, to get into the end zone.
They're going to have to ice down Spedek's right foot when this is complete. Snap down, leg through, kick on the way.
That's pretty good.
It's 28-0. 6 plays, 86 yards, 2:39 off the clock. We've got 7:54 to go here in the first half. The U of M with 218 total yards, and the Owls 5 possessions, 5 punts, minus 2 yards, Jarvis Greer.
Well, this is how you expect a top-ranked team in the nation, a top 25 team in the country to play, right? You come down here, you take care of business. You get a Rice Owl team that is not bad, but, you know, they're not like a threat to you, or they shouldn't be. And you come down here and you treat them like a wet dish rag because you're coming down here, you got... you are aspiring to be the conference champion. You are aspiring to get into the college football playoff. Rice is trying to make it to a bowl game if they can. The Tigers have a whole lot on their plate, and they're playing like it, and they're eating tonight.
They are eating big, and they are denying any kind of a bite for Rice. Here is the run-up, and here's a kick, and Spedek actually fell down while kicking the ball. And it winds up, I don't know if they called for a fair catch. It bounces at the 25-yard take in there, and maybe the knee was down. That is the weirdest thing.
Number 27 gave a signal.
Oh, okay.
So that was a fair
Ball be
catch.
at the 22-yard line.
All right, so the punt returner on that play was the
Please reset
receiver.
the game clock to 7:54.
The backup, DeAndre Hardiman, and he had called for a fair catch, so they're going to get it at the 21-yard line. That is a major break right there. Spedek just fell down.
It's still inside the 25.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So
it's a good deal.
Thank you.
So it's still inside the 25, so I'm saying that's good on the special teams. Chris White, the Tigers special teams coach, gets a gold star so far in this game.
Middle of the field at the 22. Here comes Rice. They send that running back in that slot receiver in motion. They're going to hand it off to the running back, and he slithers away. Quentin Jackson does. Across the 25, down at the 26, a pickup of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 right there.
Great.
7:40 to go. First half, 28-0 Tigers.
Great tackle by Chris Bracey to trip him up by the shoelaces, coming from all the way across the field.
3 right with a slot receiver. They move Quentin Jackson to the right of Chase Jenkins, the quarterback. Tigers load the box. Here's a run right side. Jenkins on the option. Keeps, and he's got room. Breaks the first wave. Gets 35, 40. Oh, he's almost going to go free, and he gets tripped up at the 45-yard line. Open field tackle to save the day. That's the best run by Rice in the game, and they're over into positive yardage, plus 18 after the 20-yard scamper, and My goodness, that was a save right there. I'm not sure. I think that might have been Chauncey Logan who saved it. Maybe it was Chris Bracey. Here's the snap. And a give right side. It's Dickman, Drayden Dickman, their slot receiver, getting the ball, runs to the right side, gets across the 50-yard line into Tiger territory to the 48 at Everett Russo. Forces him up, but a pickup of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. They're starting to get into a rhythm.
This is the kind of offense we were expecting, or we have seen from Rice, or at least on tape, what they've been able to do. The quarterback got a really great move at the point of attack for his long run to put him across the 50-yard line.
Here is the snap, and they fake that little end around, and they give it to the running back Jackson, who gets hit immediately by Kamari Wilson. No gain right at the Tiger 48. It's going to be 3rd down and 4.
I'm going to say right now, Kamari Wilson's going to be first-team All-American, American Conference, that is, and he may get some votes for All-American because the way he has played football this year as a transfer coming in just has been incredible for Memphis.
They'll split 2 to the right side, 2 to the left. They have not picked up a 3rd down conversion in this game, and the Tigers load the box. Here's the snap. Jenkins throws to right side. He's got a man for a 1st down at the Tiger 40-yard line. He went to his favorite receiver, Drayden Dickman, the redshirt sophomore. That's his 30th catch on the year. The kid from Germantown, Texas, gets 9 yards, and they move the chains.
You know, that's one thing. I think they were backed up so much in their own goalposts that they didn't have a chance to open their offense up enough. But now that they're out, they're freewheeling, and they're picking up some spots against the Tigers' D. 2
first downs all in this series. They've got a 1st and 10 at the U of M 39-yard line on the right hash. Tigers load the box. Here's the snap. The quarterback is going to run again. Starts right, cuts it back, gets to the 37-yard line. A pickup of just a couple. It should be 2nd down and 8. 5 minutes and ticking. 28-0 Tigers, but Rice on the move here in the 2nd quarter.
You know, you really have to be tough to be an option quarterback, and Chase Jenkins is just busting in there as much as he can. He's already taken some big licks from this Tiger defense, and he keeps getting up, keep on ticking.
2 tight ends in this set with 2 receivers left side and a pistol look. 2nd down and 8. Here's the snap, and they give it to the quarterback. Quarterback keeps the ball on a good fake, and he gets knocked down. And there's not much there. Drew Watts makes the stop, and that ball is going to be spotted at the Tiger 36-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 7 with 4.5 to go here in the quarter.
Drew Watts, that's like on the play earlier that they forced the quarterback to make a quick throw off his back foot. He read his key perfectly. The tight end went out. That wasn't his responsibility. He only had the quarterback right in front of him. He took off like a jet and knocked him down cleanly to force the overthrow.
That was a little bit of trickery, and it did not work at all. So here's 2 left and 1 right with an H-back on the right side. Here's the snap. Jenkins fakes, goes to the right side, and there's nothing there. That's going to be Aaron Turner, a little slot receiver, tried to get to the outside on a jet and couldn't get there. Loses 2. It's going to be 4th down.
Decision
and
time.
9.5.
All right, this is a decision here. They're down 28-0. Do you go ahead and do you try? Do you punt?
I think you're at the Tiger 38. I think you got to go for it.
Yeah. I think is that
you're
what the
down
chart
28-0.
says? Does the chart say go for it?
I think the chart, when you're down this much and you're this far into the opposition territory, you got nothing to lose. 4th down, 9.5. It's really closer to 10. Here's the snap, and Chase Jenkins running to his left, wants to throw, does, has a man. It's caught, and it's going to be enough for a 1st down at the U of M 28-yard line. There's Aaron Turner, who missed on the run but makes it on the catch. That's his 29th catch this year, and that was a thing of beauty.
Yeah, that was a nice throw, man. He had a man in his face. The defense back right there. Chris Bracey was right there when the ball got there. He got a good lick on it and spun him down, but couldn't make him dislodge him from the football. Good throw and catch by Rice.
They needed 9.5. They got 11. All of a sudden, now they're 1 of 7 on 3rd down conversions. Here's the snap. And they're going to go to the right side with Turner again on that little jet sweep. And he turns the corner across the 25, and it gets shoved out of bounds near the 20-yard line. Again, good speed. They're going to Aaron Turner now, this grad student who has played at Gonzaga, UConn, and Cincinnati.
Gonzaga has
nice blocking up there, by the way, by the wide receiver. And they end up getting 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3 at the Tiger 20.
I didn't know Gonzaga had a football game, but that's the speed that you cannot replicate in practice on this triple option.
Here's the snap, and
there he goes.
Jenkins play fakes and throws right side. He's got a man wide open, and it's dropped, and we got a flag coming from the middle of the field.
That's probably
that was Micah Barnett, their tight end, who's had only one catch this year. He had it wide open, a catch at the 5-yard line, went right through his hands.
Holding. Defense. Number 31. 10-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Now that's
on
like
DeMarco Ward.
That looked like Navy there. Well, that's what they do. They get you all these running formations, run, and then all of a sudden they pop a guy out wide or pop a guy up the seam. He had his choice. The tight end was up the seam, and the wide receiver was running up the sidelines. Ward got there a hair late, and it's best to grab them if you think they're gonna score. Grab them and make them have to earn it.
He was wide open. I don't know where that hold came from because, Barnett had the ball wide open at the 5. Here's the snap. And Chase Jenkins is going to try to run to his right side. I think he tried to fake that looked like a busted play. He's going to lose 2 back at the 12-yard line.
He dropped a snap, and that delayed him from getting out there when he wanted to. And here comes the defensive end to swing him down and around to thwart that play.
Yeah, it was a low snap, and Wilson, you're right, was all over him. All he could do was pick it up and try to move. It'll be a loss. Back to the 12, second and goal from the 12, 2:20 to go here in the first half. Memphis up 28-0, but Rice is threatening.
Tigers showed blitz that last play. That was Kamari Wilson on the blitz to make the tackle. Will they come again?
They load the box. The ball's on the right hash. Here's the snap. Jenkins runs to his right. Now throws over the middle. Hit as he throws into the end zone. And it is caught for a touchdown by Turner. Aaron Turner, the star on that series, gets Rice into the books with 2:03 to go in the half. And it's 28-6.
Just a nice route, a deep post route. The quarterback put it right on the money, right between the two safeties. And that couldn't have been a more perfect throw.
No, that was the best throw we've seen by that redshirt sophomore quarterback, Chase Jenkins.
Chris Bracey and Kamari Wilson were right there coming in to sandwich him. He took a big lick, but he was able to hold on for the touchdown.
I give him credit, that combination, Jenkins to Turner. Here's the snap, and the extra point does go through. It was adventurous, but it went through, and it's 28-7. They go 12 plays, 78 yards. They got a 4th down conversion, a 3rd down conversion. Turner made 2 big catches, including the touchdown. That is his first touchdown reception on the year. And the Tigers shutout is over, 28-7, 2:03 remaining here in the first half, but the U of M gets the ball. They've scored every time they've had it. Can they do it again? We'll find out in a minute on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Charlie's battery is struggling to start. Not ideal before the tailgate, so he goes to AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone,
where a friendly AutoZoner tests his battery for free. Looks like he needs a new one, so he gets a Duralast battery.
have fun and stay warm.
And he makes it to the tailgate early enough to get his favorite spot. Free battery testing and charging. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Give up gutter cleaning for good. Get protection for your home from storms and long, hot, muggy summers in Memphis with LeafGuard, a proud partner of the Memphis Tigers. No clogging, no cleaning, no leaking, no water damage. Perfect fit, pull free. Receive a $50 Visa card with a free in-home estimate and get 75% off installation, plus $200 off. Find out more about the revolutionary LeafGuard system and how it can protect your home by visiting LeafGuard.com or calling 901-546-2200.
2:03 remaining here in the first half. 28-7. Rice with a really nice drive to get into the books. Brought to you by Toyota. See your Toyota dealers for the trail-dominating new Toyota Tacoma. More powerful, more capable, and more efficient than ever before with its available iForce Max hybrid engine. Toyota. Let's go places. So, the Tigers' perfection, the shutout, the negative yardage. Greg Aston, that all comes to an end.
It does, Waldo. It's been a great first half, and maybe they can put some more points on the board before they go to the locker room. But Ryan Silverfield is always going to find something no matter what. That's what coaches do. That's what good coaches do. So that drive by Rice, although you don't like to see it, that's certainly ammunition for him when he goes into the locker room to talk to his team. You can't give up. Just because you have a huge lead, you've got to continue to do what puts you in this position. Continue to play hard. Continue to run around like your hair's on fire on defense. On that particular drive, there were a couple of good plays, but you got to give Rice credit. They made some plays as well. You don't want to give Rice that Uncle Mo going into the second half.
You definitely don't want to do that. And that was their best field position to start a drive, I believe. So they didn't have the pressure coming out from their own goalpost to worry about making mistakes or be more conservative than they usually are. And their quarterback made some really good plays. But you know what's happened for the 49th consecutive time, Dave? The 49th straight time in Tiger football?
No. Jarvo, please educate me.
They've scored 20 points or more in a game for the 49th straight time.
Man.
That is far and away the best in college. Far and away the best.
There's some little symmetry. That's 49. You know what happens if they win this game?
Ryan Silverfield.
50.
That's correct. It's his 50th win as a head coach, and all of them.
We got some good things going on here,
yeah.
but you know what? Rice just scored. Can the Tigers go 5 for 5? They are 4 for 4 in possessions in the first half, and they get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah,
7 for 7 would make me feel pretty good.
Yeah, this is their first kickoff return for the ball game. Let's hope it's successful.
And Sutton Smith, who's looked good on punt returns, he's back. He had a 99-yarder already at UAB. This one is not going to be close to returned because that time the kicker, Enoch Gota, got all of that ball and kicked it 9 yards deep and out of the end zone. So it'll be the Tigers getting the ball starting at their 35-yard line. We said they've gone the distance every time, whether it's been that last drive of 86 yards or the one that was 7 yards every time they've touched it. Well, I take that back. They did punt the ball one time.
What do you do when it's 3 seconds left before the 2-minute timeout? What do you do? You take a shot here, or what do you do?
Or you just keep possession of the ball, and you've got your 3 timeouts. Trips right, 1 left. Here's the snap. Lewis is going to throw and comes underneath to the tight end, Bryce Anderson, who makes the catch for about 3 yards. And that
is the
bring
2-minute
us
timeout.
To that 2-minute timeout. 1:57 left to go first half. 28-7 Tigers. They got a 2nd down and 6 at their own 29 is where they're going to put it down when we come back. Planning to drink, don't plan to drive. The Tennessee Highway Safety Office reminds you, fans, don't let fans drive drunk. Back with the final 1:57. Can the Tigers go the distance again to make it 35-7 at the break? We find out in a minute on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Tiger fans, are you hungry? Grab great food and drinks at these Tiger restaurant partners or use them to cater your next event. Patrick's Neighborhood Bar and Patio, Wild Beet Salad Company, Stack's Kitchen, Rotolo's Craft and Crust, Taziki's Mediterranean Cafe, Char Restaurant, Huey's, Blue City Cafe, Salad Station, Owner's Box, Old Dominic Distillery, and the Arcade Restaurant. Eat and drink local with your Tiger restaurant partners.
State Farm agents Therese Wilson, Steve Womack, Michael Wiseman, Colin Vickery, and Joe Serio are on the sidelines this 2025 exciting Tiger football season, looking out for you and your family at home or on the go. These local agents are proud to support your hometown Memphis Tigers. That's State Farm agents Therese Wilson, Steve Womack, Michael Wiseman, Colin Vickery, and Joe Serio on the sidelines here in Memphis to support your Memphis Tigers. If you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
28-7 U of M here in Houston with 1:57 to go in the half. The Tigers have a 2nd down and 6 at the 29, and it's all brought to you by your Tiger Hotel partners, including the 4 Points by Sheraton Memphis East. Whether you want a staycation or have family and friends coming to visit you, support your local Tiger partners. A lot of partners, you could say, here in Rice Stadium. There's some folks here that have Memphis and Texas ties, as Greg Gaston found out.
Nice contingent here, Wolo, always supporting the Tigers on the road, but there's a lot of Texans, as you said, because the Tigers have 12 Texans on the roster. Obviously, it's a recruiting hotbed. One of those players happens to be a guy who made a huge play on the last series, and that is Dorsey. That is a guy who has not had a lot of opportunities this year, but the catch that Dorsey made went for 49 yards on that last drive, and then I turn around and then the last Memphis drive, I turn around, I hear screaming for Bryce, and I'm looking into the stands and going, what are they going crazy for? They're all wearing his number, his jersey, which is number 9, I think, right?
Yeah.
Number 9, and there's at least 25 people for Dorsey. So I go, all right, he has to be from Texas. Maybe Houston. I look it up. He's from Hitchcock, Texas. So I had to look up where Hitchcock is. Happens to be 38 miles away from Houston as the crow flies.
That's nothing in this state. I got to ask you, maybe 1,500 people in the stadium. What would you say Memphis to Rice fans?
Okay, let me stare this down. And it's tough when you look at the suites because, and really, there's not that many suites.
There aren't any suites.
I
There's
would
suites
say,
in here?
Yeah, over here on the,
in the end zone.
Yeah, in the end zone.
Yeah.
But there's Memphis on the one side, the AD booth. So I'd say probably maybe a few more Rice fans. That's it. Seriously, it's almost 50-50.
And Hitchcock would be perfect because this is, a day after Halloween?
Yeah.
No, it is
Wild
Halloween.
Bill?
It is Halloween.
Wild Bill. Is that where he's from? Maybe.
He's from Hitchcock, Texas. Here we go.
Here's a 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers. Right hash at their own 29. They have 2 left, 1 right, and an H-back on the left side. Here's the snap. Lewis under duress. Steps up. He's going to run 30. He's got room 35-40. He's across the 50-yard line before they finally bring him down, and that'll stop the clock. At the 48-yard line of Rice with 1:49 to go, another burst. 23 yards rushing for Lewis, which gets him to about 70 in this game, and a touchdown. Trips left, 1 man to the right side. Lewis in a shotgun. DeWozier to his right. They load the box, does Rice. Here's the snap, and Lewis to throw. Great pickup of a blitz. So Lewis rolls to his right and throws the ball away. Not sure who came back. I think it was DeWozier. Came back and caught the blitzer and stood him up.
Yeah, Greg DeWozier, about 5'10", 210, and really put a good shoulder into the blocker. And he's coming from the opposite side. He's on the right side, and his job is to protect the quarterback. And whichever the blitz is coming from,
that was
he's
the
got to find
strong
it.
side. It was Marcus Williams, the safety, who blitzed.
Yeah, and he came and picked him up, man. Stood him up good. But everybody covered. Live to fight another day. Throw the ball away. 2nd and 10 with 1:26 left to go. Right at the 48-yard line of Rice. Here's the snap. Lewis to throw. Steps up. Throws. Near sideline. Has a man. The catch is made by Braham. He runs across the 40-yard line. He runs out of bounds to stop the clock. Right at the 37-yard line of Rice. That's good enough for a first down. And the Tigers have been very good this year in the 2-minute offense. And so they got the ball with 2 minutes and 3 seconds to start this drive. Now there is 1:21 left on the clock. Tigers up 28-7. Can they make it more?
That is their 14th First Horizon first down. 2 left, 1 right, H-back on the left side. DeWozier stays in. He's to the right of the quarterback, Lewis. They start to look like they're going to blitz. Here's the snap. Here's the throw. Left side, Brady Cluse rises up, makes the catch, goes out of bounds to stop the clock at the 26-yard line, right in front of Omari Porter, Larry's son, and the starting cornerback on that side.
Brady Cluse is getting more and more attempts, more targets, and more catches as his young career goes on, and he's done a good job for Memphis. Didn't have to do the toe tap that time. Ball well inside the field of play.
Tigers have all their timeouts. 1:16 to go. First down and 10th. Run right up the middle. Over the hash across the 25 down to the 24, maybe the 23-yard line. A pickup of 3. Jack Kenney
First charge timeout,
makes the
Memphis.
stop.
30-second timeout.
And there is their first TO. Nobody's got more all-wheel drive vehicles than Toyota, including that adventurous RAV4, America's best-selling SUV for all Toyota offers. See your Memphis area Toyota dealers or go to buyatoyota.com.
Well, it's good to see the Tigers are moving this offense down the field. They have only allowed 1 drive that is successful by the Rice Owls. That was the last one. But Memphis leads in this game 28-7 with 1 minute and 11 seconds on the clock. The Tigers driving just outside the AutoZone red zone at the 23-yard line. Brendan Lewis in tight control of this football game with a 2nd down and 7 as we continue to march toward the end of the first
Tigers
half.
couldn't afford that run because they had all 3 timeouts. 270 total yards, 161 through the air, 109 now on the ground. 2 split right, 1 left, spread set. H-back on the left side. 5 in the box for Rice. Here's the snap. Lewis to throw. Here's the pressure. Lewis gets away. Running to his right. Buying himself some time. Here's a flag in the backfield, and Lewis once again throws it away. And this one, if it's a hold, is going to back the Tigers up, maybe out of Spetic field goal range.
Yeah, you don't want to see that. And you have a quarterback that can scramble. Here comes the call.
Holding. Offense. Number 78. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
So that's on Travis Burke. He's already had a couple of big blocks in this game, but that'll be the Tigers' third penalty.
Travis Burke is just a beautiful human being. I mean, if you talk about an offensive lineman, Travis Burke, 6'8", 315 pounds, is just a monster. And plus, he's got a mean streak too, Dave. Maybe he's a little too mean on that play.
So second now and 17. The ball's at the 33 on the left hash. It'd be a 51-yard attempt for Spetic. They send Braham in motion. He's behind the quarterback. Now here's the snap. Lewis looked at him, goes underneath the other way. It's to DeWosier, makes the catch, gets across the 30, knocked down right at the 29-yard line. Clock will continue to run. 50 seconds left here in the first half, and the Tigers are going to look at a third down and manageable here. Third down. And not so manageable, actually, at the 29.
That's not bad.
Third about 13.
13, yeah, I was looking at the wrong That's the first time they ran a traditional screen in this game and had that defensive tackle not broken off at the last second. DeWosier might have scored. He had blocking in front of him.
Trips right, 1 left. They're only rushing 3 this time. Here's the snap. Lewis throwing over the middle. He's got Adcock, and the big tight end gets across the 20, down to the 19-yard line with 15 seconds left to go. And a clock is ticking. That's good for 10, and the U of M will probably let it run down to 4 seconds, call their second timeout, and bring out Spetic to make this 31-7 at the half. 3 seconds, they let it run to 2, and now Ryan Silverfield
Second charge timeout.
calls that
Memphis.
TO.
30-second timeout.
Well, they had, 16 seconds? They could have run another play, try to get it into the end zone. That you'd have enough time to call timeout again because they now have 1 timeout left after this. They won't need it because whatever happens, it's going to end the half.
Well, once you didn't get that first down, now it's 4th down. So
that's true. You're right.
You got to kick the field.
I'm still thinking about where that flag was.
If you do connect here with Spetic, and the odds are this one from the 19, it's going to be about a 37-yarder. He's not missed from this range this year.
Funny. 40 yards.
That would mean that you would score on 5 of your 6 possessions with only 1 punt. And 31 points in a half is not exactly a poor showing. So they'll be right in the middle of the field. They're going to put it down at the 27-yard line, a 37-yard attempt. Snap down, kick on the way, plenty of distance, and it's perfect. 31-7, last play of the half. So the Tigers score 5 out of 6 possessions.
That is the end of the first half.
9 plays, 56 yards, 1:58 off the clock, and the buzzer, 37-yard field goal makes it 31-7. That's got to put a pretty good face on Ryan Silverfield's face, Greg Gaston.
Coach, defense setting the tone. You talked about assignment football with your defense. You gave up 1 drive against these guys.
Yeah, and that 1 drive is too much. I mean, we clearly need to be in better positions because we expect to come out passing in the second half, and we got to find a way to be able to rally the ball and get that stop. So I'm disappointed in that. Ultimately, some self-inflicted wounds on offense. The score should be a lot different. We should continue to keep our foot on their throats.
31 points, but as you said, some self-inflicted wounds. But as far as coming down here on a mission, how do you like how your team has responded so far through the first half?
We got 30 more minutes of football, so I'll let you know that in here about 30 minutes when this game's all said and done. After that clock strikes 0-0, we got a lot of football left to play. We got to play a lot better.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, you knew Ryan was going to say something like that, right?
You know what? You said that he would. That's exactly what you expected. Here's the best part, Jarvo.
Yeah.
Tigers get the ball to start the second half.
38-9,
38-7 if they were to score. 7 points to start the second half, you'd feel pretty good about it. Considering Rice averages 21, you're already over that by 10.
Yeah, you want to see that, and you want to get your other guys in the game. Arrington Maiden, A.J. Hill, other players like that. Maybe get CJ a catch, a chance to get, his hands on the football and see what he can do. But, hey, that's coming up in the second half.
Jeff Brightwell's got to be tired. That basketball game last night, that long drive today. But I know he's enthused, and he will talk about this first half on the halftime show coming your way in a minute. 31-7 at the break here in Houston. The Tigers over Rice on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage.
It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, Wildcat!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
See Shelter agent Kyle Nichols in Senatobia, Randy Weileman in Hernando, or Cy Williams in Olive Branch today.
What if, instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you could choose one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon, with big bank reliability and small bank resolve. You get 160 years of financial strength and stability and an enduring commitment to personal service. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank. Visit firsthorizon.com/getitall.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our low prices. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Hey guys, are you tired of the bathroom breaks ruining your game day? Does your prostate think it's in overtime? Get back in the game with the VIP Prostate Team. Do you feel like your prostate is calling the shots these days? BPH happens to all of us at some point, but that doesn't mean you have to sit out the game. Our team of doctors can treat BPH and keep you in the game until the final whistle. Call 901-747-1007 or visit VIPprostate.com. Go Tigers, go!
Welcome to the Memphis Tigers halftime show. Here's Jeff Brightwell.
Memphis on top at the half, 31-7 on the road at Rice. And Tigers getting what they wanted to tonight. Out to a quick lead. Defense playing well, holding Rice to 66 total yards. Up comfortably 24 at the half. And the good news is, been a second half team this year. So Memphis in control right now, looking to improve to 8-1 on the season. I'm Jeff Brightwell. Josh Rivera with us tonight with Russell Copeland being out. And Josh, you mentioned it in the pregame. Get out to a quick start, and now you've played right into your strength, up 24. Now you get to play your strength the second half.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean a whole lot just yet because the game's not over, and that's something that Coach Ryan Silverfield was talking about with the broadcast team in Houston. He even said it himself. Look, ask me how the game went when the clock strikes 0 and the game's over. There's still a lot of football left to be played. Of course, Memphis is in a great position. They did exactly what I wanted them to do to get a good start here in the half, but they're building good habits. Can they keep it going for the second?
Brendan Lewis has been outstanding, 14 of 16, 175 yards, managed the game. Story of the game, though, he's only got 10 yards, but career-high 3 touchdowns. Frank Peasant, really nice game here this evening. Tigers have run for 109 yards, 175 yards through the air. One of the big reasons, though, you don't have a ton of yardage is the Tigers, Josh, have started with a short field multiple times today.
Yeah, and that's a credit to the Memphis defense setting the tone early in the game, having a couple of 3-and-outs, getting the ball back, having control. They've been basically just dominating on the time of, well, not dominating, but they're leading the time of possession, 15 minutes and 41 seconds. And pretty much every time they have the ball, they're putting points on the board, or at the very least, moving the chains, playing it safe. I don't want to say playing it safe as in, downplaying their offense, but they are playing it safe, moving the chains, steady offense, building good habits, as I just said before.
In fact, Memphis has only had one, I guess you could call it technically long drive. Their drives have gone 54, 28, 7, 51, 86 is your longest, and 56 yards. So they have started short field twice and midfield 3 times in the ballgame, but they have taken advantage of that here this evening, again, as the Tigers lead at 31-7 on the road at Rice. Guys, are you tired of the bathroom breaks ruining your game day? Does your prostate think it's an overtime? Get back in the game. The VIP prostate team. Our team of doctors can treat BPH and keep you in the game until the final whistle. Call Vascular Interventional Physicians, 901-747-1007, or visit VIPprostate.com. As they say, go Tigers. More at the half coming your way in just a moment. Memphis up 31-7, at Rice on the First Horizon Tiger Network from Learfield.
Spencer here with ATC Fitness. We are pumped up for another great year of Tiger football. ATC Fitness has incredible cardio to offer with individual viewing screens on each machine, as well as multiple big screens throughout the rest of the gym, so you won't miss a bit of the action on those away games. ATC Fitness continues to be the Mid-South's #1 choice for fitness. Join online today at atcfitness.com, the official tanning and fitness provider of the Memphis Palm Squad and Cheer Squad. Exercise your right to look good, and go Tigers.
Bartlett Home Furnishings is proud to sponsor Memphis Tigers football this season. They have been family-owned and operated here in Memphis since 1974. They sell the best brands in the industry, including Stickley and Stressless. Go check them out at 2755 Bartlett Boulevard or online at bartletthomefurnishingsmemphis.com. True Blue Tiger supporters, Bartlett Home Furnishings is the only furniture store you'll ever need.
Hey Tiger fans, looking for a simple way to enjoy some Chick-fil-A chicken? Download the Chick-fil-A app and order your favorites ahead of time. Not only will you save time, with every qualifying purchase, you'll receive points towards tasty rewards. Download the Chick-fil-A app today and spend less time ordering and more time enjoying. Go Tigers, go!
Cooling or heating system on the fritz? Dripping faucet? Call the pros at Conway Services today and we'll waive the service call fee with any HVAC or plumbing repair. Expert technicians available 7 days a week. Call 384-3511 to schedule your appointment. Visit conwayservices.com for details, terms, and conditions. License number 64210, 64365 EAS, MS 19688.
Call 384-3511. Conway Services. Call Conway today.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Memphis. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Tigers up 31-7 at the half on the road at Rice. Tiger fans looking to expand your retail brand just across the bridge from Memphis. Marion, Arkansas is booming with opportunity. High traffic, strong demographics, over $137 million in retail demand waiting to be met. Build your next location in Marion where Memphis meets momentum. Learn more at marionar.org. Numbers in the first half, Memphis outgaining Rice 284-66, 175-43 in the air. 109-33 in the ground. Memphis 3 of 5 on third downs. Rice just 1 of 7. They did convert a big fourth down play that kept a drive alive. Their only scoring drive of the ball game. Time of possession 15:41 for Memphis, 14:19 for the Owls. Josh Rivera defense did a nice job getting off the field early in this game. Rice can eat up some clock. They're a lot like Navy. Accomplish what you want. Got them in second and third and long early in the ball game.
Yeah, 1 for 7, as you just mentioned, on third downs for Rice, and that's something that we talked about in the pregame, winning those third down battles, getting the ball back, keeping it away from their hands, because we know that they like to try to keep it away from our hands. So that's been a positive for Memphis. And again, these are the sorts of games you want to be having heading into November, especially as the season wanes and you're getting into a little bit closer into the playoffs. So Memphis, again, building those habits that they're going to need when they play the big teams coming up at the end of the schedule.
31-7, Memphis Tigers lead it on the road at Rice. And then the Tigers, if they finish things off tonight, can sit back and watch the games tomorrow and see how the chips fall around the league. Speaking of that, we'll take a look at the league schedule and top 25 schedule. We come back in just a moment. Again, Memphis on top at Rice, 31-7 on the First Horizon Tiger Network from Learfield.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
What if, instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you could choose one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon, with big bank reliability and small bank resolve. You get 160 years of financial strength and stability and an enduring commitment to personal service. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank. Visit firsthorizon.com/getitall.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our low prices. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
At Papa John's, we start with better. No, seriously, every original crust pizza starts with our signature dough that's always fresh, never frozen, hand-tossed, and made with 6 simple ingredients. And now our dough can save you dough when you order from the Papa Pairings menu. Pair a medium one-topping pizza with one or more of your Papa Pairings favorites for just $6.99 each. How about that for better? Order now on the app, only at Papa John's.
Tigers at the half on top, 31-7 at Rice. On this Friday evening, this Halloween, hope you're having a good Halloween. Family owned and operated since 1982, Billy Hardwick's premier bowling destination, located in the heart of East Memphis, located at 1576 South White Station Road. Open 7 days a week. Billy Hardwick's is the perfect spot for your corporate outing. With great food and a full bar, Billy Hardwick's is perfect for entertaining clients and employee appreciation outings. Proud partner of the Tigers, your home for family fun. This is the only American Conference game being played tonight. There was one last night, and Josh, it was a big one. San Antonio with a win over Tulane, 48-26. So Navy, the only undefeated team in the league. Overall, they're undefeated, but in the league, they are 5-0. But they've got a tough one tomorrow night at North Texas. If North Texas wins that one, actually, it's a morning game. But if North Texas wins it, you're going to have 6 teams tomorrow night that only have one loss in the league with 4 weeks. And a lot of teams like Memphis will only have 3 games to go.
Yeah, I mean, this speaks to the strength of this conference. And Memphis have a great opportunity right now to capitalize on being towards the top of the American Athletics standings. And, of course, the next couple of games we have are going to be very important, I should say. So, yes, Navy on top. They're looking good. North Texas is a team that we said from the beginning of the season that should not be trifled with. Memphis, again, they are in, I wouldn't say the driver's seat, but they can be in the driver's seat if they take care of business tonight and continue to do what they've been doing in the first half.
Tomorrow in the American, UAB will be at UConn out of the conference. That'll be an 11 a.m. game. Also at 11, Army will be at Air Force. And then Army is the team that really has to run the gauntlet where the Navy is, but they'll play that game later. But Navy tomorrow playing North Texas. That'll be the one everyone's going to watch. That's an 11 a.m. game. Navy didn't play a team with a winning record in the first half, but they're about to get into it. North Texas, Notre Dame, South Florida, Memphis, Army, but that is a non-conference game with Army. That's just the usual Army-Navy non-conference game. And then rounding out conference play tomorrow will be an intriguing battle. 2 of the one-loss teams, ECU and Temple, who's going to stay in the conference race and who is going to be bounced out of that one after tomorrow. ECU or Temple will be out of the conference race for all practical purposes with their second loss of the league season.
It makes me excited, man. November 27th, that's good. And I know we have some games before we play Navy, but I can't wait for that matchup to really see where we stand and where we kind of fall in the conference. I have a lot of confidence with them. They've been playing great today. And so, I'm super excited to see where they go from here.
Tigers got to finish it out. Another 30 minutes of football coming up in just a moment. Memphis leads at 31-7 at Rice. Tiger fans, Cooper's is the official post-game party spot of Memphis Tiger football. Celebrate every Tiger win at Cooper's in Midtown. Cooper's is the spot to be for the ultimate game day experience with $3 domestics 2 hours before and after every Tiger football game, and the TV's in view from every seat. Enjoy a world-famous burger while listening to live music after the game and hang out on one of the best patios in town. Cooper's is a proud supporter of Tiger football. Post game will originate from the studio. Josh and I will take a look at tonight's game. We'll update you on the schedule. Maybe update you on that World Series score tonight as well. Dave will visit with Coach Silverfield and a couple of players. We'll have highlights and take your texts and your calls on the Papa John's delivery hotline. In the meantime, we'll take our final time out, and then we'll head back to Houston, Texas, where the Tigers lead at 31-7 as Dave Woloshin, Jarvis Greer, and Greg Gasson take you through the second half on the First Horizon Tiger Network from Learfield.
Hey everybody, this is Coach Penny Hardaway. Memphis is home to the greatest barbecue and basketball fans in America. I know a thing or two about both, but I want legendary slow-smoked hickory barbecue ribs, lean pulled pork, and by the way, the best hand-breaded farm-raised Delta catfish. I will bring my family into Corky's. If I'm in a hurry and got to get back to the family, friends, or team, I just zip through the drive-thru. Make sure to always check out the daily specials and tell them Penny sent you.
Corky's Barbecue.
Trucks belong on the road, not in the shop. That's our priority at Tag Truck Center, keeping your truck on the road because we know at the end of the day, the miles matter. Whether you need reliable parts, quick expert service repairs, or unbeatable truck sales, we have a solution for you. Trust Tag Truck Center to keep your truck where it belongs, on the road. Visit our Memphis dealership today at 4450 American Way or call us at 901-345-5633 for parts, service, and sales that keep you moving.
Have a home improvement project but missing the tools you need to pull it off? Whether it's updating a bathroom, building a man cave or she shed, or installing a new garden. At Sunbelt Rentals, we have thousands of tools for rent to help you turn your DIY vision into reality. And with our new curbside service, you can order online and safely pick it up at a nearby location. Visit sunbeltrentals.com to reserve the right tools for your project today.
Tiger fans golf. Now with the call of the second half, here's the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin.
So far, we are enjoying Halloween here at Rice Stadium, the history and everything else that goes with all of that. 31-7, Tigers by 24 at the half, and they get the ball to start the second half. I don't think you mess around. No treats for this Rice football team. You grab that first possession, march down the field. I don't care how long it takes, long drive, short drive, whatever. Make it 38-7. Make it a 31-point game. Leave Rice with no hope.
Well, what we always said is leave no doubt. You want to leave no doubt. This game should be over, but, it's never over until it's actually over because, Rice could somehow make some sort of miracle run here, but not the way the Tigers are playing so far in this game. What I said going into this game and what I say now is I still want to see some of the other guys get a chance to get some retouches here. I want to see Arrington Maiden. I want to see A.J. Hill. I want to see C.J. Smith get some touches. I want to see some of the other guys get a chance to get in on the party down here in Houston, Texas. And the way the Tigers are playing right now, we might get a chance to see that.
Not until you get the lead a little bit bigger. But we got to talk about Brendan Lewis. 14 of 16, 175 yards. The two misses, they were both throwaways.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, he was unreal. And he has 73 yards and a touchdown. That's net yardage in the first half. It was brilliant.
Really means something to have a quarterback that is mobile and can run and throw. And the fact that Brendan Lewis has enough speed and size, at his size, at about 226 pounds, to be able to make those explosive plays with his legs really benefits the Tigers well.
And we should point out Frank Peasant comes in, does the dirty work.
You call him Mr. Touchdown. I like that, Dave.
15 yards.
I think you'll like that nickname because you came up with it.
He ended up with 3 touchdowns in that first half. That was an excellent first stanza for the UM. Here is a pooch kick to start and a great play by a Tiger up man who runs back. I think it's Brady Cluse.
Yeah,
he runs back and makes the catch right about the 37-yard line. Yeah. Was that terrific or not by Cluse on the surprise pooch kick?
Yeah, it was a surprise play for everybody except for the Tigers return team. They would say expect the unexpected. Everybody's, it's a pooch. They turned and ran. They didn't turn to go back and defend a deep kickoff like they did in the very first play of the very first game of the year that caught them on onside kick type situation. That time it was a pooch kick, but Brady Cluse was able to run back there, get the ball, and protect.
That's all. They're keeping it away from Sutton Smith, but it's almost like that because that's a live ball. You could get it. The Tigers make the great play. Thanks to Cluse, they get it 1st and 10. They mark it at the 35. Frank Peasant's in the game. They're going to give it to him. He breaks a tackle, spins around to the 40, breaks another tackle, and dives right near the 45. They're going to put him about an inch or two shy of the first down. Frank Peasant is meaning business in this game.
Well, Coach said he runs angry, and that was an angry run right there. He said, get off me, get away. I'm going to get this first down. He did.
How many tackles did he break there?
He broke at least 4, I think. 2 at the line of scrimmage and spun away and broke 2 more. Frank Peasant having a night here in Houston.
2nd down and short. You got one to play with here. They got 1 right, 2 left side, 1 in motion. It's Hawkins. They give the ball to Peasant. Caught in the backfield. Keeps the feet going. He's not going to get there. He's going to lose a yard. This one's going to be 3rd down, about 1.5 yards. He ran right into Dylan Botts, the junior defensive tackle from Houston. 6'1", 285, and as tough as Peasant is at 205, that was a mismatch.
Yeah, I got to give Rice credit on that. They overpowered the Tiger offensive line. It was a stalemate right there. Nobody would give an inch, and when you can't give an inch and you need a yard, you're not going to go anywhere.
3rd and 1, Lewis under center. Now he backs out. It's a shotgun look. Peasant to his right. 1 man right on 1 left. H-back on the left side. The Tigers need 1.5 yards. They're going to give it up the middle. They're not going to get there.
Oh, man.
They are going to get to, they're not even get to the line of scrimmage. That's going to back them up to the 42-yard line. They got to get to the 45. They were literally an inch away. This time it's Dylan Botts again, the tackle with Davion Hook, and the Tigers are going to have to punt the football away.
I'm surprised at the call to go up the gut. The Tigers were guessing that maybe Rice would not be thinking about that. They were thinking that Rice would loosen up that coverage, that the Tigers would try to throw one on him, but it didn't work, and they have to punt.
Here comes the Australian. Lachlan Kerrigan, here's the center. This is a great kick. Inside the 10-yard line, and a fair catch is called right there. A beauty by Lachlan Kerrigan, and the Tigers, after a 48-yard kick without a return, will back the Owls up to the 10-yard line. But you really wanted points, and it looked like you were going to get it, and you were literally a foot away and had 2 downs to get it, and you got backed up 3 yards.
Yeah, that's disappointing on that series. I know coaches were after the players. They had something to talk about. They gave us a touchdown late in the first half, something to yell at the players at and say get their heads back in the game. The Peasant run looked like, okay, yeah, we're ready to go, but couldn't get anything else, and now Rice has the football.
We'll see what Jordan Hankins had to say to his guys. They are going to run right up the middle with Quentin Jackson. No tomfoolery there. They just go straight up the gut, and they're going to get about 3-4 yards all the way to the 14-yard line. Straight ahead, Sam Brumfield makes the stop on the kid from Fort Worth, Quentin Jackson.
Now this game is between the ears now for Memphis. It's a mental game. You say, I got a big lead, whatever they do. So, no, you have to punish them. You have to punish them while you can.
2nd and 6, Jackson with 18. They hand it to him again. He makes a great move. He was going to lose yards, gets across the 15, dives forward to the 17. He gets 3. It'll be 3rd down and 3. They got to get across the 20-yard line for the first down.
This is tough against the triple option offense. So many options, so many things to do. You have to have eye discipline. Know where you are, know your man.
Here's the snap to Jenkins. They throw a screen pass, caught, and goodbye. They literally just waited, and Drayden Dickman made the catch. Chris Bracey was there, and Dickman couldn't brace himself. He loses yardage. It'll be 4th down from the 16. 4th and 4. They'll punt it away.
How about this one, Dave? Brace yourself. Chris Bracey comes in. He read that play all the way.
I think I just said that, didn't I?
Did you say that?
I did.
Well, maybe that's where I got it from. But he came all the way from the free safety spot to make that big hit on the play, so they have to punt the play.
Here is Alex Paqueta. He'll punt the ball away again. He was a busy guy in the first half. Here's the snap, and here's the punt short. And it comes down near the 43-yard line, takes a Rice hop, and will come out of bounds at the 36-yard line. That is where the Tigers will get it. Actually, right at the 35. A good punt, 49 yards. No return. Grove Park Dental Group and Dr. Dory Sellers. They're proud to be the official team dentist for all of Tiger Athletics, located right in the heart of East Memphis. Grove Park Dental Group will take take care of all your dental needs, and they even offer Botox. You can visit online at GroveParkDentalGroup.com. It's been a scoreless third quarter, 31-7. That's the way the score remains. 11-17 to go here in the third. The U of M, good starting position again, right at the 35. We'll see if they can't put this one even more in doubt in just a minute on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Flavor's got a sound. It shakes, it quakes. Crispy tender so loud. Wingstop heavyweights. Lemon pepper, hot honey, 12 flavors to taste. New crispy tenders. No need to wait. Bring the flavor. Wingstop.
Around here, it's all or nothing. And Toyota has more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else. Like the best-selling Toyota Camry. Now through November 3rd, get 4.75 APR financing on remaining new 25 Camrys. Or lease a new 26 Camry LE for $279 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Flavor's got a sound. It shakes, it quakes. Crispy tender so loud. Wingstop heavyweights. Lemon pepper, hot honey, 12 flavors to taste. New crispy tenders. No need to wait. Bring the flavor. Wingstop.
31-7 Tigers, 11-17 to go here in Houston. Memphis over Rice, and they got a 1st and 10 at their own 35. That's where they started a little bit ago, and they got a first down and then couldn't cash in at all. Let's see what they do now. Down on the sidelines, Greg Gaston, you came up with this proposition, even though the Tigers scored 5 of 6 times in the first half, that they're not showing much?
Look, they're up 31-7. They want to use as much clock as they can. I think they're going to be conservative, to be honest with you. I'm not saying they're not going to put the ball up in the air, but we just saw on that last drive, trying to go up the middle. I mean, you're only a yard out. You think you can get the first down, but up the middle. We saw the possession. They scored the touchdown to end the first half. Possession, first, up the middle. So we're not seeing a lot from a variety from the offense, and I think that's possibly because of, one, the huge lead. Second, Tulane's watching the game after what happened to them last night. Just like Memphis, you better believe the coaches were watching that game last night. So you don't show Tulane too much. Sure, they can go back to tapes of previous games, but really Memphis, if you think about it, has been pretty conservative all year long. We've not seen a lot of crazy stuff from them, so I don't expect them to really showcase what they can do. I think they're going to be a little more conservative.
DeWoze is starting back, running back in this second possession of the first half. I think that, they ran up the middle, but that was only one possession in the second half. There's a bunch of possessions left. If they go this short passing game, I don't believe Rice could stop that. And that would keep the chains moving and keep them out of the game.
Tigers start left hash at the 35. As you said, DeWoze is in. Here's the snap. Lewis to throw. Right side. Got a man. Makes the catch. Right about the 37, really fights for yardage, does Marcelo Bussey, to about the 39-yard line, a pickup of 4. Ty Morris, the linebacker, made the stop. And the Brendan Lewis numbers, he's now 15 of 17 for about almost 180 yards. He's in a shotgun, DeWoze to his right. He sends trips receivers to the left. It's Bryce Dorsey in the middle. And the man on the number on the far side there is Graham. Here is a long count and the snap. And Lewis, with time, steps up in the pocket. Now he's in trouble, and he's sacked for the first time in the game. Back near the 31 there is Blake Banish. He is their best defensive lineman by far. He weighs 341, and yet he's athletic. And the Tigers are going to lose 8 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 14 at the 31.
Well, that's where the short passing game would help you, because you get rid of the ball quickly and you don't allow the ends a chance to loop and pressure you inside where all that trash is, and ends up getting sacked. You don't want to just give the ball away, throw it away, but you don't want to give it up on downs either if you don't have to.
2 receivers left. The Tigers snap quickly. They would have gotten Vanish for not getting off. Here is the snap, and Lewis back looking. Dumping underneath to Bryce Anderson, makes the catch. He's going to get 2 yards. He ran right into the middle linebacker, Andrew, away, and the Tigers are going to have to punt the ball away.
Yeah, they got a punt here. That was the, third option, you think, on Brendan Lewis going through his passing tree. He looked to the first option. It was covered. Second option, good coverage by the offensive line, but nobody open except the tight end, and that was basically no gain on the play, as you said. Tigers got to, the game's not over yet. So you can't play like the game is over.
I hate to say this, 2 possessions. They only got 5 yards here in the third quarter. So on comes Kerrigan to punt the ball away, gets the snap. Rugby's left, lets it go, and it's a good one. And a fair catch is called for at the 19-yard line. Called there by Tyson Thompson.
What is it about these Australians, Dave? Goodness gracious.
They all grow up playing that Australian rules football and soccer, and they're kicking the ball, and they're all good athletes. That's a 49-yard kick.
Tom, what was his name?
Kerrigan. Hornsey. Tom Hornsey.
He's head of that. Is he ahead of that?
He's now part of the administration of that. In the meantime, all of a sudden, Rice's defense has a little bit of confidence, and their ball club gets the ball back. 1st and 10 at the 19. 9:14 to go in the third. Memphis still has that 24-point lead. 31-7. U of M here in the third in Houston on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Hey golfers, have you heard of Timber Trust Golf Course in Olive Branch? Imagine if the PGA grabbed a couple of 6-packs and some friends from college and had a let-loose weekend in Mississippi. Then you might get close to what Timber Trust Golf Course is all about. This 180-acre golf course features Bermuda greens, lush fairways, GPS-enabled golf carts, and an all-new clubhouse with an outdoor lounge, making this a great spot to enjoy the perfect day of golf. Visit timbertrustgolf.com and book your tee time today.
Life's complicated. Your checking account shouldn't be. At Simmons Bank, we keep banking simple, with you in mind. Get paid early. Avoid fees. Bank from anywhere. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Choose your account and open online in minutes. Visit SimmonsBank.com to learn more. Member FDIC. All accounts subject to approval. Restrictions apply.
Oh, yeah. Little Alfred Hitchcock for you. We had earlier today, we had a little Psycho. Happy Halloween. So far, happy for Memphis fans. 31-7, U of M, 9:14 to go here in the third. Rice getting a little bit more confidence. Have a 1st and 10 at their own 19. It's brought to you by U of M Global. You can earn your degree online through U of M Global with accredited programs designed to advance your career with over 100 areas of study. You can visit memphis.edu/U of M Global, and they will tell you more. Downstairs we go. The Tiger defense has been pretty brilliant in this game. They've only given up a total of 73 yards, but sooner or later, Rice is going to break through with enough possessions, and the Tigers' offense has sputtered.
Yeah, you're right, Waldo. The defense has been absolutely outstanding, but the more times they have to go out to defend this triple option offense, all it takes is one guy not doing his assignment, and there's a breakdown. And if Rice gets the touchdown, look, it's still a big lead for the Tigers, but they get the momentum, and maybe they get the confidence back. Let's see if they can stop them again, but you're asking them to do an awful lot when you have those 3 and outs.
Tigers had a 4-4-3 setup. Now it's 5-2. And they may bring another linebacker. The ball's on the right hash at the 19. Chase Jenkins, their quarterback, comes out. Has not thrown a whole lot. Well, 8 of 10, but only 42 yards net.
They're going to be forced to throw down as much as they're down. That's what you got to worry about.
And they send that jet sweep. They don't go. Jenkins throws, wants to throw, doesn't. Starts to run, now throws, looking for Landon Ransom goals and can't get it to him. Incomplete at the 40. Way outside, you could say.
That's why you want to force a team like Rice when you put them down to make them have to throw the football, because that is not the strength of this team. He had a man break open at the last second. He tried to get it to him, but the pass was nowhere nearly being able to be completed.
So 2nd and 10, 9:08 to go in the third. 31-7 Tigers. The ball sitting at the Rice 19-yard line. Here's the snap. This time they give it to the running back. It's Dalen Alexander, and he gets his feet taken out from under him right near the 20-yard line. They'll spot it at the 21. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 after the 2-yard pickup. Again, excellent tackling in this game by the Tiger D.
Good tackling, especially in the interior right there. The linebacker shooting in, gets help from the free safety. Now Rice is in a position where they're going to have to start throwing the football here, and this is where the Tigers' secondary could get greedy, but you've got to do your assignment. Don't try to play hero ball.
Here is a passing formation. Ransom, Goals, and Dickman line up on the right side. 2 men on the left. The U of M's going to bring a blitz. Here's the snap, and here's the pressure, and Jenkins throws left side, has a man shy of the first down, shoved out of bounds right about the 27. He's going to be 2 to 3 yards shy. It's going to be 4th down. I don't know if they're going to go for it.
Looks like they are.
Peyton Matthews was the receiver that went for it. This is going to be 3rd down and 2.
No, it says 4th.
Should be 4th. Finally, they corrected that. 4th down and 2, and that's got people wondering here. They're going to go for it. Wow.
It's 4th down. Then,
4th down. They're 9 of 19 on the year, 47%. They're thinking about going for it. The U of M has been pretty good at stopping on 4th down. Here's the snap. They fake the give, and Jenkins wants to throw. He's caught in the backfield, gets away, running to his left, now throws, and he's got a man for a 1st down at the 35-yard line. He made that play, Chase Jenkins. He finally found the tight end, James Falk. That's only his 2nd catch this year, a 1st down at the 36-yard line. Well, now we know they're going to be going on 4th down all the time.
Yeah, it looks like they are. And he ran about 50 yards on that play to the quarterback. He ran about 25 to the right. That was cut off, ran 25 to the left. Somebody's going to get open eventually. He found the tight end.
He got 9 yards. Pistol look. They send that jet stuff with the X-back, and here's Jenkins, the quarterback, going to keep him. Sweeps the left side, gets across the 40, runs across the 45, and out of bounds at the 48-yard line. There's a 12-yard pickup and another 1st down.
Here's the deal as far as Memphis is concerned. Those 2 first drives, they were like 3 and out. If you get the ball back and you put together a couple of 1st down drives each time you have it, then this Rice offense will run out of time, and they cannot catch you. But you don't want it to be that situation. You want to get off the field right now for the Tiger defense.
They're now over 100 yards, 19-46 in time of possession, a couple of minutes more. Here's the snap, and here's the give. This time it was DeAndre Hardeman, the running back, and he tries to get on the left side across the 50-yard line. DeMarco Ward meets him there, and he didn't get anything.
Yeah, great play by DeMarco Ward.
He's going to end up with 2 right at the midfield stripe, 2nd down and 8. 6:15 to go, 3rd quarter. We're still at the same score we were at the half, 31-7, but Rice on the move with a 2nd down and 8.
Remember, Rice, this quarterback, if he had the number of attempts, he would be up there in the nation. He's over about 70% completion.
Here's the snap, and he gives it up with a little pitch, this time to the Z-back. Landon runs some goals, who goes left side and steps out of bounds at the Tiger 46. He gets 4. Here's 3rd down and 4. And remember, they're in 4-down territory. That's what you're going to see the rest of the way.
Yep, that's what you have to see if you're the Rice Owls. If you want to get back into this football game first before you even think about winning it. The Tigers can't think about winning it. They got to think about the next play, and the next play is this one.
Tigers load the box. Here's the snap. The quarterback gives it right up the middle to the O-back, and that time I think it's Hardeman again. No, it's Dalen Alexander who gets a couple. It's going to end up being 4th down and about a yard. Drew Watts made the stop. What will they come up with here? They are 1 for 1 on 4th down conversions. Tigers load the box. Here's the snap, and they give it to the running back who's going to get the 1st down to the Tiger 40-yard line. A big hole there for Dalen Alexander, the redshirt sophomore from Filgerville, Texas.
And this is, would they come off the 10-yard line? Where they come off the 15-yard line?
19-yard line.
19-yard line. So this is a really good drive by the Rice Owls, but it's taken a lot of time on the clock. Only about 4:43 left in the 3rd quarter.
Hardeman comes in. Here's that triple option look with what they call the bunched up look. Everybody bunched up between pretty much the hashes. Here's the snap, and it's a give to Hardeman. Spins away from 1.
Goodness gracious.
Spins away from 2. Reaches out to the Tiger 36-yard line for a pickup of 4. Thought for a second he was going to get caught for a tackle for loss. He made a great play there.
Yeah, that was just all him. That was just a leg drive and being able to pull away from guys trying to bring him down. The Tigers had him wrapped up basically, but they could not get him on the ground, and he just kept those feet churning to pick up those yards.
He's a freshman, 5'8", 200 from Houston, Texas. and is showing us a lot of moxie. Not a big guy. Here's 2nd down and 6, right in the middle of the field. Here's the snap. Again, they give it to the running back, and he breaks away from the 30 to the 25, the 20. They can't get him down. They finally do at the 19-yard line. This little guy with leg strength gets 17 yards inside the AutoZone red zone for Rice to the Tiger 19. It started at the Owl 19. 3:37 to go. Third quarter, 31-7. Back in comes their starting back, Quentin Jackson, who had 183 yards last week against UConn. Here's Jenkins. Gives it again. Fakes it, throws into the end zone, incomplete to the running back, Quentin Jackson. He was open. He had snuck out and he was open, and that was an overthrow. It'll stop the clock with 3:19 to go in the third. 31-7 Tigers, 2nd down and 10. This has been a long drive by the Owls.
Yeah, it's taken time off the clock, but the Tiger defense, they had found something that they liked on the interior of the Tiger defense. They just kept pounding the rock, and eventually they get inside the Tigers' AutoZone red zone. Now they're going to start pitching the ball around here, trying to get it into the end zone.
This is the 13th play of the drive. They've gone 62 yards in almost 6 minutes. Here's the snap. Jenkins on a keeper. Flag goes down. He breaks the tackle, gets inside the 10, runs out of bounds near the 5, but this one's coming back.
It's a good thing for Memphis. Here's the call.
Personal foul. Illegal chop block. Offense. Number 71 and 53. Wow. 15-yard penalty. 2nd down.
That is like Navy.
So that's a freshman, Cole Principe, and Luke Miller, who is a redshirt freshman. How about that? 2 young players. The left, well, they don't go left. They go strong and they go tight.
Right. But that is a lot like Navy, that chop block that they used to let Navy get away with. They don't now. Navy throws the ball a little bit more up-tempo or a little bit more today-like in their offense rather than the old-school stuff that they used to do. But when you chop block, man, you take a guy's knees out from under him. You just can't do that anymore.
Well, they only had 38 penalties coming into this game, and they've now got 5, and that's 15 more. So here's 2nd and 25 back at the 34 left hash. Here's the snap.
Here it
Jenkins,
is.
This is going to be a trick play end around. It's red! Perfect. They gave it to Dickman, and it was read by William Whitlow, who's knocked back to the 44-yard line. Holy smokes, another loss. It's going to be 3rd and 35.
You know, that's where you have your eye discipline. You read your own key, and you see that, okay, if this guy goes away, I've got to get up the field. He got up the field, and guess what? There was the running back, or Dickman, the wide receiver, coming on the reverse, running right into him. He had no choice but to make the tackle.
That is another tackle for loss. 3rd down and 35. It's at the Tiger 44. Here's the snap. And Jenkins wants to throw. Runs to his left. Throws underneath. Tipped in the air and picked off. Down to the 50-yard line. Into the middle. Trying to get to the outside on the right side. Gets to the 45. And he is finally knocked out of bounds. That's Omarion Cooper. That is his first interception in the game. That is the 12th. And a flag comes out for a roughing when he went out of bounds. The U of M's going to get the football in Rice territory in a great setup with 1:58 to go in the third. Up 31-7. 2nd turnover in the game. So the Tigers are now +9 on the year.
Yeah, that's great to see. And this is why when you got a running team, you get them down early and force them to pass. Then they have a penchant to make mistakes, and they did right there. The pass was just a little bit too high. He had the receiver out there, but it was just over his outstretched arms, knocked up in the air. Here's Omarion Cooper with the pick.
So Cooper, with the 12th Tiger interception this year, his first, as I mentioned. I believe the roughing came from Aaron Turner, the receiver.
There are 2 fouls on the play.
Now what?
Personal foul, face mask, offense. That penalty's declined. The result of the play is an interception. After the play, personal foul. Passing team, number 1, 15-yard penalty. That's first down.
Yeah, he pushed him out. He pushed him when he was out of bounds.
So he went out of bounds, I think, about the 39-yard line. Cooper got that ball on the left side, and he was trying to get to the corner. Turner wouldn't let him, and then he roughed him as he went out of bounds. And that ball was tipped up, and there was Cooper, who was in great coverage on another receiver. It was a different one who tipped it, got to the middle of the field. Oh, yeah, and Turner, as he was trying to run out of bounds, just absolutely shoves him into the U of M sideline, and that'll mean 15 yards more. So the Tigers are going to get the ball at the Rice 27-yard line with 1:58 to go in the third and leading 31-7.
Now, the Tigers are averaging 37 points a game this year. They were at 40 until, what happened at UAB.
Yeah.
But now they're have a chance to put some more points on the board, and they're doing pretty good.
They absolutely are. We'll talk more about that, and we'll see if they can't get 7 more with a great starting position at the Rice 27 when we come back. 31-7 Tigers, just under 2 in the third here in Houston on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter agents Laura Haas-Gilchrist, Alan Reynolds, or Carlos Taylor in Memphis today.
Junior.
Yep.
Lady.
Yeah, they have it.
Gigantic.
You know it.
What about mega?
Yep, they've got that one too. When it comes to Jumbo Bucks, winning is the name of the game. In fact, Tennessee lottery players win an average of $2.3 million a day on Jumbo Bucks games alone. So find your jumbo-sized fun today. The Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Jumbo.
Oh, yeah. They even have that one.
We're having fun on Halloween in Houston, Texas. 1:58 to go in the third. 31-7 U of M, brought to you by Tag Truck Center. That's your go-to for Freightliner parts, service, and sales. Easy to visit at 4450 American Way or online at tntxtruck.com. That is Tag Truck Center. The Tigers have tagged Rice. 9 tackles for loss. Whitlow with a big one here when it looked like Rice might score again. And then the big pick by Omarion Cooper. 2 turnovers by Rice in the game. Now the Tigers are +9 on the year, and they were celebrating with the belt and everything right in front of Greg Gaston.
The opportunistic defense. Jordan Hankins' team is just running around. I said it earlier, with their hair on fire. Cooper, right place, right time. He comes off the field, and, of course, when they get the turnover, they get the turnover belt. So
yes.
The players were mobbing Cooper, who made that play. Now, think about this. That is 6 turnovers this year. That's all 6 by Rice. Memphis has a third of them in the game. 2 turnovers, key turnovers. The fumble, they cashed in. We'll see if they can cash in on the touchdown. But this is absolutely an opportunistic defense. Think about that drive. Memphis had more missed tackles on that drive than they probably had the entire game, but then they came up with huge plays. As you mentioned, Wolo, they got a lot of tackles for loss, and William Whitlow had a huge play, which put them behind the 8 ball, and then obviously they were forced to pass, and Cooper makes the great play off the tip.
Good teams don't get complacent, and Memphis cannot get complacent in this position. Yeah, they're up big, 31-7, with 1:58 to play in the third quarter, but you have to keep, as Ryan Silverfield told you going into the halftime locker room, you got to keep your foot on their neck. You got to keep it going because you never know what can happen late in the game.
Jarvo, I told you 12 interceptions. How many different guys with interceptions?
8.
9. That's the 9th. Is that not impressive?
That's impressive.
Here come the Tigers. Sutton Smith's only had 1 carry in the game. He's done some other things, though. Here's the snap. He's to the left, and they're going to throw underneath, incomplete at the 24-yard line. They were looking for
Should have been a catch.
Brady Cluse, and that's one of the few times, little curl route right on the hash on that left side. It just wasn't in his hands. It came out. That's one of the few drops. 2nd down and 10 coming. Stops the clock with 1:54. 31-7 Tigers. And Dowozier comes in at running back. He is to the left of Lewis. 2 receivers left, H-back on the left side as well. Rice continues to load the box. Here's the snap. It's a zone read, and here's a throw over the middle. Incomplete. It was behind the intended receiver, C.J. Smith. He tried in vain to just reach behind him. Hit him in the hands. Couldn't bring it in. 3rd down and 12.
You know, I got kind of upset on the Brady Cluse drop because that was a belt-high pass. And maybe it hit his knee a little bit and he couldn't totally control it. That ball a little bit behind. These little things are the things that drive coaches crazy, especially when you got a chance to put points on the board.
He's 16 of 20. Braham's got man-to-man coverage on the right side. Oh, there's a jump. They could have snapped that thing and gotten a free play. Third down and 10 at the 27 of Rice on the right hash. Lewis has DeWosier to his right with two receivers left and Bram on that right side. Here's the snap. Here's the throw. It's to Bram. Makes the catch. Cuts to the middle. Looking for yards. Breaks the tackle in the middle of the 15. Has the first down. Breaks the tackle to the 10. Angling toward the end zone. Jukes at the 5. He's brought down at the 3. What a play by Cortez Bram. He gets the first down. He gets 24 yards. He broke 18 ankles of 9 Rice players on that incredible play.
Those are the kind of plays that you have to have when you want to be a championship level football team. Cortez Bram breaking 1 tackle, breaking 2 tackle, breaking a tackle from behind, picking up some blocking, cutting up field, and then the final last guy got him right at the knees and wrapped up both legs, and he couldn't get in. But great play by Cortez Bram on a third down.
Boy, Marcus Williams, the strong safety, made the play. So here comes Memphis, first and goal at the 3-yard line. They got an H-back on the right side. They give the ball to DeWosier right up the seam. Untouched into the end zone. There you go. 37-7, 49 ticks left in the third. Maybe that's the nail in the coffin.
Greg DeWosier getting some great blocking up front, ducked his head, leaning forward, went in, standing up. I can't say it was an antiseptic touchdown.
It's your line.
Yeah, but antiseptic touchdown because I think he got touched a couple of times going in there, but had the momentum, goes in standing up. Greg DeWosier, Tiger touchdown.
4 plays, 27 yards, a minute 9. That's the second touchdown off turnovers. Here's the extra point from Spetic on the way. It's good. And the U of M makes it a 38-7, 31-point lead. Really 7-0 in the third. But, man, that Tiger defense, they've limited them to 125 yards and turned them over twice, and both times they've scored touchdowns off those turnovers. Greg Gaston, I'm assuming it feels pretty good on that sideline.
It certainly does, and I could see the other sideline where it's certainly depression, but I could also see the fans hitting the exits, those fans that did come out tonight to watch the Rice Owls. That was one that you feel did put it away. I mean, we got a whole quarter to go, and anything's possible in football, as you guys know, but that's the one, because remember, Rice was driving previously.
Yes, they were.
Memphis gets the turnover, they cash in once again, and they continue this unbelievable pace, Waldo. When they get in the red zone, they score touchdowns.
Oh, yeah. They are 32 of 33. Well, now it's even better because all the scores tonight. But they were 97% with 27 touchdowns, 82%. That's one of the best marks in the country.
Yes, it is. And the thing about it, as the kickoff goes, it's going to be short.
This one, Spetic, is returnable from the 5. Here's Jackson, 10, 15, 20, across the 20-yard line to about the 23. So, again, excellent coverage, shy of the 25 on the worst kick of the night, I think, by Spetic, at least when he didn't fall down. This is a tricky turf. I don't know, but he's been pretty good. He was good on the field goal. That is for certain. They're going to end up putting that ball down at the 24-yard line.
They don't make the 25, and that's the thing Silverfield says is, look, you know, if you just fair catch it, you're going to get it at the 25, and you're going to be in the top 20 in the country.
Here's the first time we see an empty backfield with 4 receivers left side, and here's the snap to the quarterback, and Chase Jenkins, it doesn't even look to screen it. He's just going to run, and he's going to get caught right at the 26-yard on a pickup of 2 yards. Sam Brumfield, they had a lot of eye candy there. Just a simple run. Didn't fool the middle linebacker by the Tigers.
Yeah, one thing I want to say about that last Tiger touchdown and the Tiger touchdowns tonight, we have not had a passing touchdown in this game. The Tigers get inside the 10-yard line. They can run it in, and that's something we haven't seen out of a lot of Tiger teams.
You're right. So the Tigers now with 5 touchdowns and a field goal. All of those were rushing. Here is a handoff. After the snap again, they fake that little jet to the X who was coming across. They give it to DeAndre Hardiman. He gets right to the 30-yard line. It's going to set up a third down.
That is the end of the third quarter.
And then, as we just heard from Matt Overton, the referee, that'll end the third quarter. A good one for the U of M. There's 15 minutes left. One final chapter here in Houston, and the Tigers have a commanding 38-7 lead over Rice on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Crylake Realtors is proud to be the official real estate company of the University of Memphis Tigers. If you're thinking about making a move and need expert advice, be sure to contact the trusted market leader and one of the official realtors of the Memphis Tigers. C. Lauren Jones, Brian Lurie, Catherine Ann Matheny, Judy McClellan, Logan Scheidt, Leslie Zarshanis, Janie Henson, broker with Crylake Commercial, and Crylake Insurance. When life tackles you, we've got you covered. Visit GoTigersGo.com/realtor to learn more about these proud supporters of the University of Memphis Tigers.
This is Dave Woloshin, the voice of the Tigers. How do you hedge against the rising cost of funerals? By locking in today's prices and peace of mind at Memphis Funeral Home. Dignity Memorial Professionals will help you choose exactly what you want without limitations. It's a lasting gift your family will appreciate later. Choose traditional, contemporary, or anything in between, and your investment is safe at Memphis Funeral Home. It's the most trusted name in Memphis since 1931. 2 locations to serve you, 5599 Poplar East Memphis and 3700 North Germantown Road in Barton. Proud partners of the University of Memphis Athletics.
Here in Houston, Texas on Halloween, it's all treat for the Tigers. They lead 38-7. Wow. Brought to you by Sems Murphy. Sports injuries are no game. Make a play for the best spine, pain management, and concussion care with a team of experts at Sems Murphy's Clinic. This clear leaders in brain and spine care in Memphis. Sems Murphy, little Ghostbusters here. Tigers are being Owl Busters tonight.
Being Rice Roasters, as you said.
I like that. Rice Roasters, however you would like to put it. 5 rushing touchdowns. And the Tigers, who've been using Christian Ross, Bryce Anderson, and Matt Adcock a lot, have gone with another tight end, a 4th one, on a lot of this short yardage stuff. It's the kid who transferred from Penn State. And Greg Gaston, from your view, how has he performed?
Yeah, well, he's done a great job. Remember, here's a guy, as you said, came from Penn State. Back in spring football, we all thought, oh my gosh, the guy from Penn State, he's going to be the starting tight end. He ends up being 4th, really, on the depth chart. And we have not seen a lot of him this year, quite frankly. But tonight, we were talking earlier about Frank Peason, who started as a 4th teamer. And he's had a huge game and has been instrumental the last couple of games for Memphis. Certainly in that South Florida game, he came through, and tonight, setting the tone early.
Well, one thing Coach Silverfield talked about.
Let me finish up.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, let me finish up about Jerry Cross.
Yeah.
He's been in the game on all short yardage situations. So on the goal line, he's been in. On a 3rd and short, he's been in. I don't think they've tried for. I don't think they've had a 4th down try in this game, if I'm correct. But he's been in there every time on the left side, and he's been blocking his tail off. And again, we have not seen him in quite some time. I don't know how many reps he has gotten this season, but that's a big Penn State Nittany Lion recruit who comes to Memphis. We're thinking he's going to be a starter. He's not, but tonight he is absolutely contributing.
He's getting the job done, and that's one thing when Coach Silverfield talked about 78 transfers in this year, one of the top most transferred team in the nation, and you get a guy coming like that. That's depth. When you can build depth like that, you got guys doing good and feeling good going into the 4th quarter, not tired, ready to give 110% for their brothers out there in the football field. And, he hadn't played a lot, but he's still getting out there and still giving it what he's got to give it to try to get on the field, and that's what you want in big-time college football.
The Tigers, 15 minutes away from an 8-1 start. They have not had a 4th down. The Tigers, by the way, 45 plays, 317 yards, 46 plays for Rice, only 131. Here's 3rd down and 4, and they will give it to the running back. And here is Hardiman trying to get outside, can't. Got stopped. He got a 1-yard gain to the 31-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 3. 4th down and 3. They are 3 of 3 on 4th downs. Maybe this is the white flag of surrender. They are bringing in their punter.
Well, maybe you got to watch out here because, you never know.
Yeah, they could go trick here. You're correct.
This is trick-or-treat night, so we'll see what they're going to do.
They've got Alex Paqueta back at the 18, gets the snap. He's kicking it. And the Tigers don't really have anybody back. It comes down at the 25, takes a Rice roll inside the 20, inside the 15, all the way down to the 10, to the 9, and it's down, I think, right there at the 9-yard line. That is a dandy. He's had a long of 64. That one is 60 yards. And the U of M will start 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line. 14:09 to go in the game, 38-7. That guy was nominated, by the way, for the Ray Guy Award. He's on their list. He got added this week, and I can see why.
Yeah, and and Sutton Smith was not going to fool with it. He saw it was going to be short, and it was going to take a bounce. So just get away with it. You just let the ball go. You've got a good, safe lead. You don't want to try to do anything special with it because you don't have to. Don't do things you don't have to, and you'll be okay.
Sutton Smith, he is to the left of Brendan Lewis. They got two receivers left with an H-back on that side. Now they move Smith to the right. It's a little zone read. Lewis is going to keep trying to get to the outside. Does. 10, 15, up the sideline, tiptoeing across the 20-yard line. They say steps out right there at the 20. That'll be 11 yards, and that'll be a First Horizon first down for the Tigers, and that'll be first down number 18. They have doubled the 9 Rice has in the game.
You know what was really good about that play, Dave? Sutton Smith carried out the fake to where the nose tackle and the guard tackled him. They actually went with him, and they forgot about Brendan Lewis, and Brendan Lewis was able to scoot around scot-free.
So he's stays in the game to the left of Lewis, trips to the left side on first down and 10, right near the 20-yard line. Here's the snap and a play fake to Sutton Smith, who makes a great block left side, got a man wide open. He had a leap to make the catch at the 37, and he stumbles out of bounds right at the 39-yard line. There's Jamari Hawkins, and that's good for 19, and 19 First Horizon first downs now for the U of M.
Just a quick little flip out there to Jamari Hawkins, who had done a kind of a wheel route out there, which is a very difficult route to cover. Just a little high. He had to leap to catch it and went down.
Jerkari Caldwell and C.J. Smith now in the game, and everybody's bunched up but one who's on the left number. The ball's on the left hash, right at the 39-yard line. First down and 10, 12:50 to go in the game. Memphis up 38-7. Here's the snap. Lewis under pressure. Gets away from Ron. Runs to his right. He's going to keep on his feet and spins down near the 43-yard line. Make it the 44. That'll be a pickup of... they're going to put it now at the 43. It's a pickup of 4. It'll be second down and 6, and the clock keeps ticking. 2.5 going here in the fourth, and Memphis up 31.
That's still 4 yards on first down. 5 yards? Is that 4 or 5 yards? What are they giving it? 4 yards on first.
4 to the 43.
Yeah, 4 yards on first down. You'll take that in a bag of chips on any day of the week. 4 yards on first down is good. He got spun around and knocked basically on his butt and bounced a couple times, but he's okay.
225 yards through the air, 126 on the ground for the Tigers. Second and 4. Here's the snap. Lewis going to keep all the way. Lewis dives forward to the 50-yard line and gets another first down. Andrew Alway was the one that made the stop, but the U of M keeps moving. Oh, no.
He hurt
Lewis just hurt that left ankle. He can't put much weight on it. Arrington Maiden is coming into the game. You never know, right? A.J. Hill in Birmingham, Arrington Maiden in Houston. Tigers probably going to do some running here with 11:34 left to go. Trips left. We'll check in with Greg Gaston. A tight end is on the right side. Maiden's got a running back to his right. It's Sutton Smith. They give him the ball. He tries to find a crease on the left side. Gets a yard across the 50-yard line near the 49. Chibi Nawaka makes the stop for the Rice Owls.
The showing the replay, Lewis got his ankle twisted up under him on that last run, and that I think that's the same ankle that he hurt down there that caused him to miss a little while there. Let's miss a couple of plays.
Jerkari Caldwell splits wide left side. Everybody else bunched in. H-back on the right side, and Arrington Maiden looks over. He's getting the play. Tigers going to use some clock. We're down to 10:48 to go. We'll check on what the status of Lewis is from Greg Gaston after this play. Here's the snap. Maiden to throw. He's got a man. It's caught at the 40-yard line for a first down. He was juggling the ball, was Jerkari Caldwell, as he made the catch and went out of bounds. So they're going to say incomplete. Man. That was a great pass. Wow.
You can't drop that.
Let's go downstairs. Greg Gaston, what do you know?
Lewis is in absolute pain. He's trying to be helped up to his feet. He's screaming, and now he's going to limp off, and they're probably going to take him to the locker room. He is in absolute pain, guys. It's his either left ankle. He was holding his knee, but I think his ankle. Now he slams his helmet down, and he is obviously distraught with what's going on. Big lead, and unfortunately,
he
comes up lame.
Yeah,
Well,
he is walking and putting weight on it, but it hurts.
He's limping a lot.
Here's 3rd down and 10. Maiden gonna pass, has time, steps up in the pocket now, is gonna get sacked. He's gonna get sacked back at the 46-yard line of the Tigers. That one was tough, and again, it's Tony Eniawuwu who makes that stop. That'll be his 4th sack this year. The Tigers have done a pretty good job. 2nd sack in this game, a loss of 4, and they'll have to kick it away.
This is tough. Arrington Maiden just went into the Blue Tigers' tent there to let the doctors take a look at him. Arrington Maiden needs to have that clock go off in his head. 1,000, 2, 1,000. When you get to 3, you either throw it or run it. And
here
he held on to the football.
The punt. It is from Lachlan Kerrigan. It's a beauty, and it is fielded right about the 17-yard line. Up the middle he goes, across the 22, about the 22. A flag is on the play. We'll see what that is all about, as the Tigers had a player go down for just a second there. He is okay. It was Kamari Wilson. He's all right. Rice will have the ball with 9:47 to go after what is a 37-yard punt, but inside the 20. Fielded and returned. We'll see what the laundry is all about.
There is no foul for illegal blindside block on the play. 1st down.
Wow. So they get a decent
media
return.
timeout.
Where they're going to put the ball, we'll tell you in just 1 second. I think it's going to be at the 24-yard line. That's where Rice gets it. But the Tigers lead with 9:47 to go. 38-7 here in Houston on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Brian's headed to the basketball court, but he's sick of his check engine light. So he goes to AutoZone for the free Fix Finder service.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
Where a friendly AutoZoner reads the light in just a few minutes and gives him a detailed report.
No big, just a loose gas cap.
And gets him to the court with a tight gas cap and tighter defense. The free Fix Finder service at AutoZone. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
The guaranteed best fans in football deserve the guaranteed best prices on kitchens, baths, floors, doors, and more. Tiger fans, visit your 100% employee-owned home outlet today for the largest selection of in-stock kitchens, waterproof vinyl plank, and bath vanities, plus accurate and timely free kitchen planning and project estimates. Unleash big savings with the team at Home Outlet of Memphis today, located at 4500 Summer Avenue. Shop online for in-store pickup at homeoutlet.com. Go Tigers, go!
Down the stretch we come, 9:47 to go, 38-7. Tigers on top. The only thing that hasn't been decided is what the final score will be, and really what the status will be of starting quarterback Brendan Lewis, who got hurt. Arrington Maiden came in. It's Lewis, by the way, who is in the Campbell Clinic tent, and we'll keep our eyes on that. It's all brought to you by ATC Fitness, only $25 a month for fitness, tanning, and massage. You know, there's 18 places, always so clean, always the latest equipment, and always no commitment and no processing. ATC Fitness, exercise your right to look good. So it didn't look good for Brendan Lewis. We know he's still in the tent. Can you give us any further info, Greg?
Well, one thing about Lewis is he's been banged up a few times during games, has come out. He's come back a couple times. One time, obviously, he wasn't able to come back. And I'm not going to sit in there and stick my head in the tent, but I could see that they've obviously taken his cleat off. They took the sock off. It looked like maybe they were working on the left ankle a little bit. His sock and cleat is now back on because I could see that. It's low. It's under the tent. And as I say this, Brendan Lewis has walked out of the blue tent and walking right behind me. Doesn't have his helmet, but he's walking out. Doesn't look to be walking with too much pain.
No, he looks like he's pretty good. I mean, I can see him from up here.
Yeah, he just passed me. And obviously he's got that look on his face, though. He's not real happy with it, but he's trying to jog a little bit, so this could be very good news.
Boy, don't play him anymore.
Right.
Yeah,
I can't see him returning, but at least that's positive news to this point.
Oh, and by the way, your view, that was an illegal block they just picked up the flag about?
Yeah, that was absolutely a blindside block. I don't know why they picked up the flag there.
All right, here comes Rice, middle of the field. Chase Jenkins stays in at quarterback. He's got Quentin Jackson to his left. Here's the snap. It's a little option. They get it to Jackson, tries the left side. The Tigers really defend well. They get him at the 27, and it looks like we may get Drew Watts with roughing the passer or the quarterback.
How is that a roughing?
There's a flag right back at the 15-yard line.
How is that a roughing? That is his responsibility. The quarterback is his responsibility on the triple option. He went after him and pushed him down on the ground. Unless it was a target.
Personal foul. Targeting.
Oh, my.
Defense, number 7. Previous play is under further review.
I don't know. He
that
put his
would
hands
hurt
out
because you would lose him for the first half next week if that's the case. And we're going to take a good look with another Barbasol official review, the Close Shave Instant Replay that comes from our good friends. Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave. This would not be a good one for Memphis if they were to lose Drew Watts, the number 2 tackler on the team, over 50 tackles, and we get a look, and he might have gotten him.
I think he's going low.
It looks like he's trying to get him in the chest or in the shoulder pads.
Yeah, that's a shoulder pad.
Oh, yeah,
right
I'm
there.
not sure he even got him. He might, if he did get him,
He's
was
leading with the shoulder
toward the
pad.
chin, but he was. I don't think he was leading with the crown.
Well, he's hit him with it. He hit him with his shoulder pad more than his helmet. I think he hit him with his shoulder pad, and plus the player's response, throwing his head back. But he got stroked now. But that's his responsibility. You're supposed to hit him, and he's going low, and it looks like he hits him with his right shoulder first.
I agree. I think the first thing
his head's
the
outside.
shoulder first as he gets rid of the ball. I don't know. There is some. It's not the crown of the helmet. It's the side by trying to go to the shoulder. So I don't really know if that's how they will define. There is helmet contact, but he's aiming for the shoulder, and it's the side. It's not the crown.
Yeah, that's just playing football right there, and that's not like he's trying to go and hit the guy, and it was not an accidental. You know, he caught him right there, but he's leading with his shoulder, and he put him on the ground, and it also depends on the angle that the referee's looking at it when he makes the call.
This is
he's
a
still
long
down there.
look by Matt Overton.
Yeah, he's still down there,
He's
so there's some
with
question.
the replay official, and
there's some question
they're getting close.
whether they'll do it. And I wonder, look, Dave, the replay monitor is on the 15-yard line on the opposite side of the field.
Ryan Silverfield he's talking to one of the side judges, and he's trying to explain. That is his, as you have pointed out, that's his responsibility. That's his
After review, there is no targeting on the play.
Thank goodness.
Result of the play is second down.
That is absolutely correct. That's the correct call.
So no penalty, second down. He picked up, I think, 3 on that. It'll be 2nd and 7 right near the 28-yard line.
And I'm actually not going to say that as a Tiger fan. That's a correct, and I'm going to say it as an old defensive back, but that is the correct call because he hit him with his shoulder more than anything else.
So the ball's actually at the 27. It's a pick of a 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. 9:40 to go in the game. 38-7 Tigers, and Rice with the ball in their own territory. Got it on the left hash. Here's the snap, and Jenkins wants to throw. Nothing there. He's going to run. Takes off. Gets across the 30. Gets just shy of the first down, right at the 33-yard line. Got to get to the 34. 3rd down and short. So he gets the 6 on that play. On 3rd downs, they are 1 of 11. On 4th downs, they are 3 of 3. Tigers only 4 in the box on the 3rd down and short. Pistol look for Jenkins. He's got a running back behind him.
Reggie Grimes in there at linebacker now for Memphis. Tigers getting some of their secondary guys to come, or second team guys to come in and play.
He's got Dalen Alexander with him. Here's the snap, and the quarterback's just going to go right across behind his center. That is David Stickle, and he's going to get 2.5 yards right to the 35. He picks up the first down.
He just barely got it there. I mean, that's just right on the line. He just barely got that, but he did get the first down. So Rice keeps their drive alive, and the clock keeps ticking. Fortunately, 8 minutes and 32 seconds left in the game, with Memphis leading 38-7.
I see Brandon Lewis. He is walking pretty nicely at the moment. Here comes Jenkins, who hands the ball off, and there's a nice hole right up the middle, and the running back, I believe it's Alexander, has room up the seam all the way to the 40, a pickup of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 with 8 minutes and change. 38-7 Tigers.
Yep.
Rice just going to run their offense here, try to get some points, and I don't think they're interested in winning this game now. I think that is a foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
Lewis, by the way, in the offensive huddle. He's much involved.
Well, good for him. Those things hurt sometimes, and then when its pain subsides, you get back to work.
2nd and 5, and Jenkins hands it off, and this time it's Hardiman and the freshman, who's a hard-running young man is able to get 2, and then he's brought to a halt. He was knocked backwards by the Tigers' defensive front. Pickup of 2, 3rd down and 3, 7.5 to go in this game.
Now, I think that this is going to be a throwing down here. They like to run the ball out of the triple option, but they need points, but they're not really even trying to force the clock here. Otherwise, they'd be getting up to the line, boom, for tempo, with time running out. But time's already run out on this right side.
They've only got 151 yards in the game. 3rd down and 3, right at the 42 on the right hash. Tigers load the box. Here's the snap. Jenkins wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. Running over the 30. Lets it go, and he's got a receiver at the 50. Makes a great juke to the 40. Down the left sideline to the 30. Across the 20, and finally brought down near the 15-yard line. That is a second time that Jenkins has made a huge play and ends up going 43 yards.
He made something out of absolutely nothing on that play.
That was actually Tyvon Byers, a freshman, who was able to make that catch.
Yeah, he made something out of absolutely nothing. He's going to the right side. They cut him out there. He reverses field, come back the other way. Oh, there's 3 more Tigers in his face. And all of a sudden, one of his guys comes up, just sneaks out of the backfield and gets open, and then is off to the races right there until he's chased down by Kamari Wilson and about 3 other Tigers. But just a great
Cooper,
play.
who was shaken up on the play, but now he's getting up and walking off on his own team. So we'll see exactly what that's all about with Greg Gasson. 6:32 to go after that big play, and I got to give Chase Jenkins a lot of credit. That's the second time he's bought himself a bunch of time under duress. 3 Tigers chasing him. He's found an open man for a big gain.
Yeah, it's just something, man. He came back to the other side, and the running back, you got to give him credit for sneaking out behind all the garbage that was up there trying to get the quarterback. He snuck out just enough to let the quarterback flip him a pass out there before he got leveled. And that's just a really good play for Rice. Tough to fault the Tiger defense on that. That was a great play by the Rice offense.
Rice in the red zone at the Tiger 15. Here's Jenkins. He hands that ball off, and again, it is the running back, the freshman Byers, who goes off left tackle, gets 4 yards to the 11.
All right, 6 minutes and 13 seconds, and it's before we gas up the jet and get out of here. And it's like Memphis is going to get win number 8 on the season, and you want to get more of the younger guys in, and they've done that a little bit along the defensive front for Memphis. It just gets a little bit tougher because you wanted to get that shutout. You couldn't get that, and a great play by Rice. They make it another score.
Yeah, they're getting this freshman a lot of playing time here. He's come on the last couple of weeks. He's their 5th stringer. They hand it off to him again. No, Jenkins fakes, rolls off the right side, has room, gets across the 5-yard line. He's just shy of the goal line, about 1.5 yards away, and that'll be 1st and goal for Rice. 5:35 to go in the game. Jenkins, who's been a good runner, he's 11 of 16 through the air for 100 yards, but he runs the ball well here. That's his 12th. Let me double check. Yeah, 12th carry, 29 yards. Sets up 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Jenkins going to try to run. Caught from behind. Back at the 3-yard line by Kamari Wilson.
Man, Kamikaze Kamari just shot through that gap and just blew up everything, and he lost a couple of yards. He lost a yard there. Great play by Kamari Wilson.
Double-digit
is that 10?
Tackles for loss.
This team has been really
big. It's now 10. That was the 10th right there. So here comes a 2nd down and goal. They actually put it down about the 2.5-yard line on the right hash. Jenkins has the freshman Byers behind him in a pistol look. Here's the snap. They fake it. Jenkins wants to keep. Oh, he was thinking about pitching the ball. He got hit right at the line of scrimmage by Sam Brumfield. Kept the ball. He thought for a second to pitch the ball. Kept it wisely. Down he goes. 3rd and goal. Again near the 2. No, they're going to say the 3. He lost a 0.5 yard.
If he'd have pitched that would have been dangerous because the Tigers had not 1 but 2 players over there, and either one of them could have reached out and knocked it down, or maybe even picked it off and gone the other way. I don't know if they'll try the option again. They may try to fake it and drop back and hit the tight end on a quick pass.
Nearing the 4-minute mark, 3rd and goal. Here is a give. Again, it's to the running back, the O-back, right at the line of scrimmage. He gets knocked down. It's going to be 4th down and goal at about the 2.5. That time, Isaiah Green, the senior, senior who transferred from Western Michigan, makes the stop. They're 3 of 3 on fourth down conversions, though.
Yeah, they are, and they are down close. They're well inside the AutoZone red zone. They're there at the 2-yard line, and they call
first charge timeout. Rice.
So what are they going to come up with on a fourth down and
Immediate
goal
timeout
from the 2? We'll take the break. We're right back. We'll let you know what happens. This one's going to be a Memphis win. We're just not sure what the final score will be. 38-7 U of M, 3:38 to go. Here in Houston, it's all Tigers on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Guys, it's time to stop surviving and start thriving. At Game Day Men's Health, we help you take control with cutting-edge testosterone replacement therapy, peptide therapy, weight loss, IV therapy, and regenerative solutions. Tired of brain fog, low drive, feeling 10 years older than you are? That's not normal, and it's fixable. No judgment, no stigma, just real results and custom plans. Visit our clinics on Park Avenue and on Poplar in Collierville to start feeling like your maximal self.
Trucks belong on the road, not in the shop. That's our priority at Tag Truck Center, keeping your truck on the road because we know at the end of the day, the miles matter. Whether you need reliable parts, quick expert service repairs, or unbeatable truck sales, we have a solution for you. Trust Tag Truck Center to keep your truck where it belongs, on the road. Visit our Memphis dealership today at 4450 American Way or call us at 901-345-5633 for parts, service, and sales that keep you moving.
Munsters, right? Is this the Munsters?
I don't know. I was thinking it must be, yeah.
It's the Munsters.
It's not the Adams family, is it?
No, it's the Munsters.
Yes. I'm going to tell you what, you know your TV theme
man,
songs.
I'm a child of the 60s. I grew up watching those
amazing.
shows.
No one gets it closer to the game than Sirius XM College Sports Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the off-season through the regular season into the postseason. They got your team covered anywhere you go. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.us/College Sports Radio 2025. So we got a fourth down and goal coming. 3:38 to go in the game. 38-7 U of M. Omarion Cooper got banged up. Brendan Lewis got banged up. What's the status of those two guys, Greg Gaston?
Well, Lewis is on the sideline and started to walk a little bit better. I know he was still upset when I looked at him. Omarion Cooper came back into the game, so he was in on the last couple of plays, so he looks to be fine. So from a physical standpoint, it's looking a lot more promising than it was maybe 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think that was one of those that you get it, you already got a hurt, and then you get another one, and it's like on the same spot, and it's just, it just hurts so bad.
Right.
And then you get over it. It's like it's as hard as it hits you, it's like over almost immediately. But and so you just got to absorb the pain there for a while until it goes away, and then you walk it out, rub a little dirt on it, spit on it, whatever, get up and walk it off. Hey,
as Wolo said, there's no way if Memphis gets the ball back, and then they should, there's no way Lewis is coming back.
What's this play? What's this play, Greg?
I think they're going to pass the ball, but what do I know?
Hey, you're Greg Gaston. You know a lot.
Well, they've had trouble running it. They're 3 of 3 on fourth downs. They got a fourth and goal right at the 2-yard line. They're right in the middle of the field. They have brought in is that the freshman running back?
I think they're going to do play action. He's going to try to throw a quick pass some kind of way.
So Jenkins,
the tight end, is pretty big.
He's got a big kid, Carson Morgan, as one of the wingbacks. I think it's Hardiman.
Here we go.
And here's the play, and it is a passing play, and the quarterback under arrest throws it to the end zone, and it's intercepted by the U of M, DeMarco Ward. That would be his third pick. It's the first one he didn't return all the way.
Yeah, but he's still in the end zone.
There's a flag on the play.
Holding. Defense, number 29. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
Wow. Jaden Dennis on a hold. I don't know.
29 is the redshirt senior.
That may be why he threw it in the middle to where DeMarco Ward was. DeMarco Ward was still in the end zone. All 3 of his interceptions that ended up in the end zone, right?
Well, Jaden Dennis actually knocked down Landon Ransom goals, so that's the right play. He knocked him straight down. Yeah.
Okay, well, all right. So now 4 more downs inside the 1.
First and goal at the 1 for Jenkins. Here's the snap, and here's the give right up the middle, and it is a touchdown. It's a touchdown for the freshman Myers. I'm assuming that is his first of the year. It's the second score for Rice in the game, 38-13 with 3:28 to go.
Okay, they just ran it up the middle. They got the touchdown. So, hooray for Rice. They got it in. They got 2 scores in this football game. They're going to go for 1 here. But really a valiant goal line stand for the Tigers, and they thought they might have had it with that interception by DeMarco Ward, but a hold negated that, and they get another down, and they finally get it in.
Go to perfect on the year, 20 of 20 on extra points. Snap down, leg through. It's good. 12 plays, 76 yards, 6:19 off the clock. 38-14. That's our score. 3:28 to go in this ball game. Memphis. Let's see if they get into the 40s again. They are over their average, by the way. They end up averaging 37.6, so they got 38. Can they get into the 40s again? We'll see in a minute right here on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Around here, it's all or nothing. And nobody has more all-wheel drive choices than Toyota. Now through November 3rd, get 4.75 APR financing on a new 25 RAV4 or 5.75 on RAV4 Hybrid, excludes plug-ins, or lease a gas-powered RAV4 LE for $309 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
38-14. Little Adams family for you.
You snapping your fingers out there, fans? You should. Tigers up, right, Dave?
Yeah, it was a snappy offensive showing and a pretty good defensive showing by the U of M here, too. 38-14 with 3:28 to go. I asked both of you this. I'll start with Jarvis. We'll go down to Greg Gaston here in a minute. Was it good that Tulane won? Because now they're mad. They got embarrassed on national TV last night to a team that is not as good as they are. So does that sort of like Memphis with USF and Birmingham, does that inspire them more, or are they deflated? Because now they're really backstage left in the college football playoff race and the championship race for the league.
Well, they knew it was going to be that way either way, but that doesn't help. But Coach Silverfield would say, hey, look, we can't even worry about what they're thinking about. It's got to be all us. It's got to be all Tigers, whatever the Tigers think about themselves from here on out. They can't worry about what Tulane might be. Oh, well, they lost, so, oh, my God, they might come in here mad. Well, guess what? We're mad, too, because, we got a loss that we shouldn't have had, and we're not going to have another one. So, poo-poo Tulane.
There you go. What do you think, Greg Gaston?
Anytime at Tulane, USF, Navy, teams you're battling lose, that is a good thing. They're going to be ready to go no matter if they had won that game or lost that game. Memphis has to be ready to go. They will, I believe. So, Wallo, I think it's a good thing when these teams that are battling Memphis lose games.
It's something, Retzlaff, the quarterback for Tulane, the starter, got pulled in that game.
And you know what? He was smiling about it when Sullivan came in. I don't know what that was all about either.
I don't either. But, it's they got some things to figure out after losing. But, UTSA has won 22 straight at home, and we know what it's like going into the Alamo Dome and trying to play, especially if somebody's got your playbook that they give to the quarterback. But that's another question for another day. Greg Gaston will have that on, and Dave Voloshin will talk about that on their radio shows during the week, I'm sure. But, you're in the race right now, and this is the only thing you can worry about.
Good plug. I like that. Here's the run-up by Gota, and it's Sutton Smith who watches it bounce at the 2 and into the end zone and out, so the Tigers will get it 1st and 10 at the 25. I doubt we'll see Brendan Lewis. I would think we would see Arrington Maiden or A.J. Hill. Arrington Maiden threw a strike, I thought, to Jakari Caldwell.
Jakari Caldwell's got to catch that pass.
And if he makes that,
the first down.
Yeah, it might not be 14 on the board for Rice. Tigers might have been able to drive down and salt this thing away without giving them the ball back.
It was the first down, at the 45 of Rice. And so you got a chance to be on the positive side of the football. But Arrington Iron Maiden is back on the football. We got to get some Inagata DeVita going here.
Ryan Silverfield was very vocal there for a second. Here's the quick handoff. It's to Frank Peason. Looks for room up the middle. Drags a bunch of people over the 25-yard line near the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5. Lavont Johnson, the kid from Houston, a redshirt freshman, a backup to Larry Porter's son, Omari Porter, makes the stop. The clock is ticking. 3:07 to go. Rice, by the way, with 2 timeouts, and the 2-minute timeout is now exactly 1 minute away. Tigers are huddling. They will take their time on the play clock, 15 seconds. I'm sure that Arrington Maiden will use all of that. Middle of the field from the 30-yard line, 2nd and 5. Maiden waits down to 4 seconds. Here's the snap. And handoff to Peasant, and there's no room that time. He gets shut down right at the 31-yard line, a pickup of 1 that time. Aniawu makes the stop for the Owls. The clock continues to tick. 2:30 to go. The Tigers can actually let this go down to the 2-minute timeout. I am sure Ryan Silverfield is telling his quarterback that right now. Let it run down. Tigers are huddling. This is going to get us to the 2-minute timeout. This is going to be win number 50 in less than 6 seasons for one Ryan Silverfield. Good year for him. 50 wins already. Still in the driver's seat for the playoff. And a father of twins, all in one.
That is the 2-minute timeout.
And we'll take that break.
Are they going to break?
Yes, they will.
Here they come. Yeah, they're
we will take that timeout right here on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Huey's is local, family-owned and operated, and has been making the best burger in Memphis since 1970, also known as the world-famous Huey Burger. We're known for hosting live, local music, offering the best local brews, and taking care of the community that takes such good care of us. Come visit us at any of our 10 locations, 7 days a week. Huey's, serving blues, brews, and burgers for over 50 years.
At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, we perform an 18-point maintenance check with every oil change to help make sure you're good to go.
And?
Yeah, you're good to go.
Huh. Wonder why the dealership isn't that easy.
Well, we'd let you know if we found something in our check.
Oh, great. That was easy.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Quick, thorough, and honest. Come with no charge.
Oh, yeah. Werewolves of London. Little Warren Zevon for you on this Halloween night. No tricks for the Tigers, only treats. 38-14.
I'm amazed he hasn't played Thriller yet. I don't know if he's got that in his playlist.
And 60 yards. Rice with 2:08. The U of M really has done a good job. Great balance, 225. Brendan Lewis, 18 of 22 on the night, and then 135 yards on the ground. All 5 touchdowns came via the ground. Lewis got 1. Peasant got 3 of them.
Yeah, that's the most this year in a single game by any Tiger player. And that's, when your number's called, you got to be ready to go, and you go.
And we should point out Duozier got his 8th touchdown of the year. So the wealth keeps getting shared, and heck of a great start. 8-1. I think we all would have said, okay, we'll take that. And especially since you've got the driver's seat for the college football playoff. And I am so amazed at the tightness of this league. You can't afford to lose if you're one of the leaders because, again, I'm going to mention, now that the Tigers have pretty much put this one away, if Navy is knocked off by North Texas,
which could happen,
they're favored.
Mm-hmm. North Texas is favored over Navy.
There will be 6 teams with 3 games to go, all with 1 loss in the league. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either. But, if you're a fan, college football, especially whatever league the Tigers is in, this is what you want to have. A meaningful race at the end of the season. But it's not just meaningful within the conference. It's meaningful nationally because the winner of this conference will go to the college football playoff. And if you can do that, the conference championship, hey, then what a great thing that would be. And if it's Memphis, even better.
Yep. They got the driver's seat for that. Let's just hope they keep on winning. Next week, it'll be Tulane. We'll talk about that in a minute. 3rd down and 4.
You think
middle of the field from the 31-yard line. Arrington has a running back to his left. He sends C.J. Smith in motion. It's Peasant who's in at running back. Everybody bunched in. Here is the give. It is to Peasant, and he's not going to get there. He got to the line of scrimmage, and then he got shoved back. No gain whatsoever. 4th down and 4 at the 31, and the Tigers will punt the ball away. With 1:45 to go, the clock is running. There's 30 that just started on the play clock. They can get this down to about 1:15 before they punt it away. Rice with 2 timeouts, not using them.
Yeah, Memphis was basically a new offensive line out there, and the starters are still in, of course, for Rice. They don't want to be totally embarrassed. They're going out with their boots on if they can down here in Texas. But, hey, they're not going to throw a pass this game.
So, on comes the Australian, and a good one by Lachlan Corrigan, and a fair catch is called for near the 31-yard line. That's where Rice will take the ball. 37-yard kick by Kerrigan, and Rice will set up decent field position right at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, Kerrigan walking over there on the other side of the field. Are you limping a little bit, or he just had to step over the chain? He's limping a little bit, the punter, after that. He hadn't had to punt too much. I hope he didn't pull anything on that last punt. He's stretching out his legs over there, but another good punt. And special teams this year for Memphis has just been perfect.
So Rice is bringing in their backup quarterback, a red-shirt freshman, Drew Velier, and he's going to hand that ball off to the freshman Byers right up the middle, and there is a collision at the 33, a pickup of 2, and down goes Byers, a big hit by that physical Memphis front.
Yeah, man, that was a big lick out there, and coming up making that hard lick was, let me get my glasses.
Here's a snap. It's actually Reggie Grimes.
Yeah, Reggie Grimes came
That's
up.
3rd string defensive end, 6'4", redshirt senior, transfer from Oklahoma. 2nd down, and as the ball was about to get snapped, we got a flag on the play, pre-snap foul. Let's see what it is.
False start. Offense, number 71. To avoid a 10-second runoff, Rice has called their second charge timeout.
Why call timeout, man? We're trying to get out of here.
Well, because they didn't want it to go down to 39 seconds, I guess, to see what de Villiers can do. He's 7-11 on the year with a touchdown.
He's going to get one pass in this game.
And Nate Bledsoe, Tommy Bledsoe's cousin, the redshirt sophomore, who played at Briarcrest High School from Collierville, is into the game. He is playing center. So how about that? Good eyes.
Good. And Cam
by
Burton,
Danny O'Brien to spot that.
Cam Burton was also in that big hit there against Rice. Big hit by Cam Burton for the Tigers.
Middle of the field, back at the 29. Here's de Villiers. Play fakes. He's rolling to his right, wants to pass. Now he's going to run. Gets to the 30, lowers his head, and oh my, did he get crunched. That's a dangerous play when you lower your head like that. He's going to pick up 3. It's going to be 3rd down and 9. 35 seconds left to go in this football game, and they got to run one more play.
They got to find the Penny Hardaway somebody. Don't do that, because you can get hurt really bad. He lowered his head, and that's like the crown and everything was down. You get hit in the helmet.
He lowered it right into Jaden Flaker. That is not a good idea.
No,
he weighs
225
or more. So here is 3rd down. We'll call it 10 right at the 31-yard line. Last play of the game probably. Here's the snap and a throw. And it's almost picked off. It was over the head of the intended receiver, and there was a good opportunity there for the Tigers to
he slipped.
Shannon Blair to get a pick there, but he did. He slipped and fell. It's 4th down, so now with 9 seconds left. 4th down and 10 at the 31. Let's just see if they don't just run this ball around for around 9 seconds.
I think that would be, I hate it when the home team is down and they just down the ball and they're down. At least make it look good.
So Here's Davila, and the ball's popped up in the air. He's going to run. He's caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 30, and that'll stop the clock. The ball goes over on downs with 4 seconds left to go. So they'll bring the Tigers and Arrington Maiden in. They'll take one snap, and this will be over. The U of M will be 8-1. The Owls will be 4-5. It's win number 50 for the U of M coach Ryan Silverfield.
You know, it's tough for Arrington Maiden. It's like he gets in, he got one big run against Arkansas, and everything else, okay, now it's been a loss. Every other time he's had the ball to try to run has been a
Doesn't matter.
loss.
We'll always remember that won the game.
Yeah, that's true, because he's going to take a knee here, and that means he's going to lose a yard.
Well, he's come in. Let me see. The numbers are 4 carries, 37 yards. He's not going to lose them all.
Well,
he is back all the way, a loss of 5. It's all the way back at the 35, gets the snap, takes the loss, 5 yards, takes the knee. Ball game here in Houston. Memphis is now 8-1, 38-14, a dominating win on Halloween, win number 50, and that sets up next week. The Tigers and Tulane in Memphis has to keep on winning, but they're in the driver's seat.
Yeah, definitely in the driver's seat. All the cards in front of them. Everything that they've ever wanted is right there in front. Everything the fans have ever wanted. Right there in front of you. Another game on a Friday night coming up. Memphis, Tulane at the Simmons Bank Stadium. Be there or be square.
We'll head to the locker room. We'll talk with Ryan Silverfield and a couple of the players. In the meantime, Jeff Brightwell back in Memphis getting ready for the post.